okay. It's your turn now.
Would you meet me on the roof tonight?
Don't do it too hard, though. I've got sensitive knees.
Oh, I'm not gonna whack your legs with a bamboo cord. I'm gonna give you a blowjob.
Betty, it's only our first date. Don't you think we should go do some romantic stuff first? Like maybe take a walk in the park or something like that?
I can't walk.
Maybe I could take you out for a roll.
I'd rather stay here and suck.
Wait.
Woo! Oh, come on.
Wait. Okay.
Oh, little Tink, ain't that a bitch?
All right, this is the Three Ninjas Podcast. It's anime analysis by African Americans, comic book commentary by colors. Movie reviews for me and you, your mama and your cousin too. As usual, I go by the name of Domino, aka Full Metal Smack-a-Bitch, aka Womb Raider.
They're jewels, Betty. They're jewels. I got them all for you.
I don't care about jewels. I just wanna suck your cock.
AKA the Bulbasaur Ambassador, AKA Togepi used Dragon Claw, AKA Clark Kente Cloth, Dreddy Kruger, Optimus Rhyme, Ghost in the Half Shell, Oscar the Gooch, Space Ghost Face Killer, Inspector Deku, G.I. Jimbo.
G.I. Jimbo, he's gonna destroy everybody for you and you and you and you.
Akuma Matata, Mansa Mufasa, Tony's little friend, Frank Castlevania, Master Chief Keef, Ninja Scroll and Chill, and R2D2 Chains. And as always, I am joined by
Hess Jones, aka the Full Metal Alcoholic.
I gotta have a beer.
Aka A-Bay Blade, aka Ivan Uzi, Bernie Big Mac,
What the fuck was that?
Tenchi Negro, the Afro Samurai, Black Blastoise, Motherfucker Yo Beard,
Splash.
Mace One Durag,
You know what I got underneath this do-rag?
What you got on the do-rag?
Another do-rag.
the North End Naruto, G Gun Immunity, Ash Killer Cam Ketchum, Ash Baka, Knack Lightning, Jason Mimosa, and Wilson Ford.
And also in the motherfucking dojo.
I go by the name of Bobby, aka Darth Hater, aka the Man of Skill, aka the Juggernaut,
Yeah, it's the Juggernaut, bitch.
aka Professor Sex, Mag Negro, Bizarro Rondo, Super Saiyan Brohan, Piccolo Escobar, Bruce Mang, Clout Stripe, Melanin Manson, Samurai Black, Michael, Get the Strap Son, Red Jacket, Campaign Poppy, Bobby McFly,
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
Nicholas Gage, Bastard Troy,
And the most fiendish terror that flaps in the darkest night. I am the skunk that pollutes your air. I am...
and Darkwing Cut.
Oh man, my ninjas. How are we? How are we doing?
Good.
How's your weekend going?
Pretty good. Can't complain. You know, got a little drunk, ate some grilled food.
Oh, using cookout mode still
Yeah, you know.
from the 4th.
Yeah, chilling, man.
How was your 4th?
It was cool. What did I do? Oh, I went to my my friend's house, hung out, drank some beers.
Beers.
Drank some beers. Then we went back to my other friend's house, shot off some fireworks in the streets like hoodlums.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Like you're supposed to do.
Exactly. And then we went back to my other boys, back to his house again. We played this fucking drinking game, and the shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh, you was drunk mad days.
Yeah. No, that was all the same day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was all on the 4th, nigga.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was lit on the 4th.
And that's it? Everything good?
Yeah, everything cool. You know,
Okay.
being alive, being black.
Bob alive. How are you?
All right.
So this is a third episode in a row where we have to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to BlurCon. Hesh is going. I am going. Are you going?
I'm going. I just ain't telling you.
Oh my fucking Jesus.
I just want you to know. Today is a Sunday. We're recording on a Sunday.
Yes.
We leave this
Thursday
coming up.
So after this come out,
That's
the next day
yeah.
we're leaving.
Yes.
So he was so
And we've known about this
at least
like
4 months, maybe longer.
Yeah.
So So we talk about it. We say we're going, right? So the plan is in motion. Boom. And then maybe like 2 months later, everyone pays for this shit. So boom. So that's maybe like 2-3 months out, right? From the date.
Yeah.
Right. So
Maybe
Bobby
a
is
little
going to tell his girl this week he has what, 4 days to tell her, yo, I'm leaving for the weekend and I'm giving you
3 days notice.
at least 3 days notice. I don't care what you had planned for me. I don't care how this relationship is going. I'm leaving.
Figure it out, nigga.
You figure it the fuck out.
I'm not gonna be here.
Because I'm not going to be here.
Surprise. That's amazing.
How's your weekend, Bobby?
Oh, shit.
It's been alright.
Been all right. What'd you do on the 4th? Do anything good?
What did I do? Nah, I slept on the 4th. Now I was fucked up on the 4th.
Damn.
Nah, because on the 3rd I went to this R&B Wednesdays.
Oh, shit.
And you know when you're drinking and you're not drinking that much, but that last shot just took you over.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens.
that's what happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Ain't nobody call nobody. Like, yo.
He put in a group text. He was at the R&B place.
Yeah.
Nigga, he said it when he was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got there like at 9:30.
Mm.
Yeah, I got there like mad early. Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah.
Mad woman.
Give me Hollycourt, 55377.
Oh, it was you.
Oh.
Hello, it's Daddy. Hey, darling, put Mommy on the phone. Yeah, Barbara, it's Richie. Yeah, look, I ain't never coming home no more. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Yeah, this nigga crazy.
Told that bitch, I'm not coming home. It's Bobby. Take it easy.
Yo, this nigga crazy.
Is your girl violent?
No.
No.
Yeah, I believe that. I would believe that she's not. Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing shit like that. I just
Nah, but some niggas like to test their girl every now and then to see if she still got it, like if her hook's still strong and shit.
Stupid.
yes. I'm just curious as what do you expect to happen?
Yeah, what do you expect to happen? Do you expect that she's
Do
gonna
you
say
just be
no?
cool with it? And
Like
just
even if she says no,
You still leaving.
I feel like as a grown man,
Yeah,
you should be like, I'm
leaving still.
still going.
Nah, I just didn't want the stress of leading up to it.
Mhm.
I could take the 3 days and then leave.
Yeah, but then what happens when you come back?
Yeah, but like Hedge said, she had more. If you told her months in advance, she had more time to, I guess, sit with it and be okay with it. Now it's just like this overwhelming anxiety and stress. You're putting more stress on her, telling her the week of. I mean, you know your girl better than we do. So.
Obviously.
It's gonna be the same shit. So
Okay,
it doesn't
okay.
really
So what about when you
matter.
get? What about when you get back? Because then,
Yeah,
because I feel like it's worse now.
I feel like that's gonna fuck up his time because he was like, "Yo, I'm there,
She
I'm
be
there."
calling like
And
every
then-
5 minutes, and
Then
it's like,
Saturday comes, he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta go home." And Sunday, it was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go home."
She be alright.
She be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know better than me, dog.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna just take your word for it
Mhm.
and pray for you. And I don't even pray.
Word.
So I'm gonna start praying just for Bobby.
I mean,
I'm like, Lord, please help this nigga.
yeah, if you walk in here with a limp next episode or like some type of wild,
No, we
like,
see that nigga Thursday.
Oh, I might have that
Fucking-
anyway because I'm
wild
Yeah.
concussion.
You what?
What?
you know, you got that feeling when you're getting old. Like,
Yeah, well, it's called life.
yeah, but I'm not necessarily old. I'm just out of shape.
Oh, okay.
Like I be at work and shit like that.
Oh, you just getting your body
He
just
just-
breaking down.
Yeah,
That means he can't run from her.
yeah, 'cause-
Motherfucking reaction time ain't
where
what it used to be. She
Yeah.
gonna, she gonna
Can't be
smack.
dodging the hits like you used to.
She gonna smack the shit out of Bobby.
Oh shit.
Oh, so
I don't know. I just came to a realization, nigga, gotta get in shape again.
Oh
yeah.
well, you know, that's just good for your overall life, man. You want to
Yeah.
This old shit.
Stay
ain't getting
alive.
it. Like, you ever wake
Why
up
the fuck you gonna give advice? When last time you been to a gym?
the fuck?
You feel attacked?
I can't tell that nigga to get his life together. What
Get
the
your
fuck?
fucking life together.
I'm trying.
Go to last time you been. Have you ever been to the gym?
Yes.
When?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio. Where the fuck you get your podcast? We are there. Domino. I'm just saying Domino Effect.
Oh, damn.
Three Ninjas
Set trip for this
Podcast.
shit.
Three Ninjas Podcast. It's early as shit. 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com for any comments, questions, or concerns. If you want your question answered in the Ask a Ninja segment, you can reach us there. That's 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com. Also, if you would like to financially back us on Patreon, you can do so as well at patreon.com/3ninjaspodcast. You can DM us any question that you have on Instagram and Twitter at 3ninjaspodcast. So, Ash Jones.
Yes, sir.
What do we have?
Fuck, I guess we'll do both.
I'm probably gonna die. Oh, shit.
So this question comes from the one and only James Watts. And his question goes, one question and one request. Dear my ninjas, it's James Watts, Philly in the building. Okay, since we're coming up on BlurCon and Hash wants some sex, that's not what I said. That was implied for me. I just was trying to go have a good time. But anyway, what was the wildest chick you ever smashed, or the wildest experience, Jagathot, go last. And in a request, Dom, say something positive about famous Philadelphians.
Will Smith is a GOAT. Kevin Hart is a GOAT. He's gotten less funny throughout the years, but he's a GOAT still. Jazzy Jeff is a pioneer. Jill Scott could get all his dick.
That's also true.
All right.
In the mouth?
Anywhere, nigga.
I mean, where would she want to put it?
I like me a girl with some meat. I don't discriminate, nigga.
Meat. We all seen that video, nigga.
Yeah.
What's some meat?
What you want to drink? Meat. What do you want to eat? Meat. Toast meat.
Toast meat.
Sexual or wild chick I smashed, or
I don't know, my life is pretty lame. I ain't got nothing like wild.
You got nothing wild?
Nah, and then the one thing I can't really like speak about
it.
Oh my god. Oh man.
By law.
Legally. 3 states. I'm no longer allowed to bring this up.
A wild chick I smashed? Or a crazy experience? I don't know if I told this story before, but I fucked the chick and her boyfriend was in the next room.
What?
Damn, nigga.
I didn't do it.
I mean, you did do it. Don't say I didn't do it.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you did.
What happened?
Friends with her boyfriend?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
I was friends with her.
Oh, okay.
And everybody was just drunk. But
Yeah, you can't. Know what? Live your
Yeah.
life, dog.
So what happened was, right, this chick that I went to college with, well, this whole group of people that I went to college with, we was cool or whatever, but they lived mad far. So, you know, we lived in one part of the state, they lived in another. So, like, we made this deal, like, once a year we get together, you know, just chill and do whatever, go eat, go play some games, go hang out and drink, whatever the fuck. You know, that was in my 20s or whatever. So, chick that I'm cool with, I had a little crush on her, whatever the fuck, but she had a boyfriend, so she brought her boyfriend along. So it's me, a bunch of my college friends, and then her boyfriend, and then I think some other girl bought some nigga she was messing with. I don't know. So, you know, we chilling, we drinking, we going to bars, we going to fucking different places to play games, we playing drinking games, whatever the fuck. So now it gets to the end of the night and we don't want to drive home. So we go get a hotel, right? Mind you, we're in the same city that the chick lives in. So she could have went home. Me, I live about 45, maybe an hour away. So I don't feel like driving back. I'm drunk. I'm not that faithful in my driving that I'm gonna make it there drunk. So I'm gonna get a hotel, right? So me and another chick I came with, we live in the same city, so we got a hotel, right? So other girls like, oh, I'm gonna come with y'all, and then her boyfriend comes and they buy a room. Why? I don't know.
You know why?
She was with her boyfriend.
Yeah, you.
So we get back to the hotel, and it's maybe like 2-3 in the morning or whatever, right? And they go to their room, and me and another chick go to our room. 2 separate beds, and I guess the other chick, her boyfriend falls asleep, so she still wants to party. So she comes to our room. Now the chick I was in my room with, she fell asleep. So she still wants to party, this, that, and the third. We still drinking a little bit. I'm trying not, because the room's already spinning. I'm not drinking that much. So she's still drinking, whatever. So then we lay down on my bed. I guess she gets tired and realizes I ain't with the shits. So she lays down on the bed and we start watching Deep Blue Sea on BET.
It is like a shark fin.
That shit. So we start watching that, right? And it gets to the scene where Sam Jackson just got ate by the shark, right? So now we're laying in the bed, but we're like apart. So there's like space between us. So then She puts her head on my chest. Cool. All right. Not thinking nothing of it. Puts her hand on my chest. Cool. Not thinking none of it. We drunk. I'm drunk. I'm falling asleep, right? Watching a movie. Hand goes lower and lower. I wake up.
He's like, uh-oh.
So then I wake up. Hand goes lower and lower. Grabs the joint. Kiss her. That's all she wrote.
Oh, she jostled the joint?
Yeah. And then the rooms was connected. So that's what I mean by like her boyfriend was next door. Like he was like right there. Just like knocked the fuck out. And I'm giving this bitch the best dick I could ever give her. Like, while being like, I'm drunk, but I'm like trying to be coherent, like trying. And then the next morning, we go to breakfast. This bitch acts like it never happened. Straight face,
that's
blooded.
straight face, with a boyfriend, happy, giggling. And I'm like looking at my breakfast and looking at her like,
What did I do?
not even like, what did I do? What? Yo, I'm like, yo. Women ain't shit, yo.
Nah. Hell no.
Yo, we fucked. She went right back to her room. And that was it.
Hey,
Went to breakfast next morning, like nothing happened.
what you want her to do?
Right.
Tell a nigga? I mean, what you want her to do?
I don't know
What is the other alternative?
I don't know what
Exactly.
me at that age expected, but I was just sitting there in fucking awe and amazement, like, yo, she took my dick. And then went back to her boyfriend like nothing happened.
And they still together to this day.
No, they not. They been broke up.
I was just joking.
I think they broke up like 2 weeks after
I
that.
believe it.
But yeah, that was probably the wildest one. If I think about it, was it the wildest one? I think that was.
Bobby.
Is it story time?
Oh shit, we haven't had a story time for Bobby in a minute.
In a minute.
You know the thing, when I was sitting here, I was gonna tell another one, but another one popped in my head. I was like, oh,
Oh shit. Oh man, it's story time. I think. You take a sip, nigga.
Oh shit.
And now, story time
With Bobby.
with Bobby.
You may catch me in a pair of photo strippers, matching cat laser blades in my gums. Bobby.
Okay, go ahead.
you know what's the set? Like, this is the bad thing about telling this story. Because anybody who lives in New Haven,
No.
anybody who lives in New Haven knows who I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Because she walks around.
You talking about a known hoe? She walking around.
Yeah, she
walking around just giving pussy out.
like, all right. This, how long ago was this? This was like
3 months ago.
I had to be like
Yesterday.
I had to be like 21, 22, right?
I was on my way to tell my girl I was going to BlurCon. Saw Stacy walking down the street. She said, "Hey, you want some pussy?" Bobby said,
Yes.
"How could I neglect that offer?" I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I had to be like 21, 22, right? All right. Now this is my boy's cousin.
Okay.
Now she don't live here.
Mhm.
She's from South Carolina. She's from South Carolina,
Damn,
right?
you giving the bitch.
So
Oh, geography.
Yeah, for real.
I think the first time I seen her, we was at Connecticut Post Mall, right? We all was there. She was there, and I was like, "Oh, she's kind of cute," because she looks young. So I was like, "Oh, all right." Like she looked like 21, 22 in the face.
Okay.
So we're there, and my boy, like he's in some dark comedy shit right now. She's like, she has the what do you call them? What's the things Jimmy be walking on, like the
Oh, the
canes.
Wait.
Now,
Oh my god.
yeah.
I'm scared already. I am so fucking scared. Oh, go ahead. I think they're.
Oh, she got her.
I think they're. I think they're. They're the canes and crutches.
Crutches. I would call them crutches.
Okay.
Mama go crutches. I would go crutches. So, so. Come on, man. We got a long story.
Go ahead, man.
Now, my boy Wiz, you met Wiz, right? We went to Puerto
Yeah.
Rican parade. Big dude, looked like big Killer Mike.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
black dude. Yeah.
So we all went back to his house. This was nighttime, right? So we was chopping up with her. We was drinking, and I was just asking her questions. I was like, "Oh, like you live here?" She was like, "Yeah, I just got
That
here."
was your
like,
first question. Fuck happened to your legs?
Nah, that's a personal question. I ain't want to ask that shit. I ain't asked her yet. So So she's like, she's not originally from here. She used to be, she used to live in South Carolina, but she just moved up here to move with them. So my boy, like for some reason he kept telling her that she was adopted and making a joke out of it. So it's a long story. It's a long fucked up story. So she wasn't.
All right, you know what? All right, so fuck, we're not doing
No, she's not like that. It's just that her legs is messed up. Like I asked her one time.
Assembly required.
I was like, yeah, why? I was like, why your legs like that? She was like, something like she was born that way or something like that. I was like, oh, all right. But the thing about it is like
The rest of the screws ain't coming to buy.
the rest of the screws.
Some assembly required.
So anyway, God, why did I fucking start this story? All right, so everybody's drinking, everybody's fucked up drunk or whatever. So we was talking, and we was the only ones in the room. Everybody else was in the room. So at night, everybody went to the room and was having sex with her, right? But we were just up.
Sex with her?
No.
Oh,
everybody, my boy went to the room with his
Everybody broke
girl.
off.
Like everybody broke off, was
right
having
here.
sex, whatever.
Oh,
But
sex with her? I was about to say, damn.
no. But I ain't really plan on doing nothing, like, because we were just sitting up there talking and shit like that. So out of nowhere, she was like, "Let me suck your dick." I was like, "What?" Like, I mean, so but this is the funny thing, right? So there's this table here, and like
20-something him didn't think. Why? Like, yo, men are so fucking dumb.
Nah, but this is the thing though. It was a chick passed out, like right, literally right there. So she was like, "No, just let me suck your dick." I was like, "Yo, she's right there." So I did it, right? So,
So
I was
what
like,
though?
okay, this is wild. So, started going in the room, and
Yes.
y'all learn so much, right? Because
Oh my god.
like, all right, so we took her clothes off, whatever, laid her down, and I was trying to hit a missionary, right? But
Yo. Oh.
I tried to spread her legs, but it wasn't spreading.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, nope. Nope.
So,
Nope.
I'm going with it. Fuck it. You ask these questions, I'll answer. So I tried to spread it, and like I kept hearing a clacking sound. So it's like clack clack, and I was like, okay, that's not happening. So
Oh god.
so, okay, how I'm gonna do this? So I'm puzzle solving like a motherfucker. So,
Hey, yo, James Watts, you were never allowed to ask another question on the fucking show again.
so I just lifted the legs up, and the leg just went up. So I was like, okay.
Like you put on a diaper? What the fuck is Yo, what is going on? Stinky. He's stinky. You boo-boo. You boo-boo. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
So I parlayed it out. And
Did she feel it? Nah, I just question. Nah, for real. Like, I'm
yeah, she
being
can
dead
feel
ass
it.
right
Like
now.
she's not. It's not like she got hit by a car or nothing like that. She was just
She was
born like that.
Okay, so the pussy worked.
Yeah.
Very cool.
She was in mad shape though. So like,
Well, you lied already because you said she was walking.
no, I didn't.
Beginning around, you said she was walking around.
Well,
Walk is a relative term, nigga.
yeah. So, well, I don't know. What do you call it?
I don't know.
Clacking around.
Poor little Tink Tink. Yo, why the fuck Tink Tink?
Then afterwards, like she was just being like a straight asshole, right? Like she was telling people I ate her out and shit like that. And I came in the house one time. It was like everybody's like, "Oh, Bobby ate her out." I was like, "Nah, damn. Like who the fuck said that?" Oh, she said that. And I was like,
I'd have been like, look, Tinkerbell. He'll be spreading these fucking lies.
then I was like, wow, like no wonder why people was treating like shit. So I didn't want to tell the story because anybody who lives in New Haven like knows who the fuck this is. I don't even have to say a name. They know who the fuck.
I mean, it's not people, not that many people just walking around with canes and shit.
Yeah,
because they got fucked up legs. Like, tink tink.
Tink.
But
Oh fuck.
What is the next question that we have?
I don't even fucking know what
Heshington?
my life is anymore. That was amazing.
I want to say real quick, if you are listening to this because you met us at BlurCon,
I apologize.
I do apologize.
always
You
like
know,
this.
welcome to the dojo, where you will be subjected to a lot of fuckery and bullshit. But I promise you, Bobby means well.
Our hearts are in the right place.
We got punch and pie in the back. Hope you enjoy your stay.
We just say wild shit.
Yeah, I asked for it.
I think I could die today. That was amazing. It's a click click.
It kind of popped like I dislocated it. I was like, oh shit, I'm doing damage.
I'm doing damage.
This ain't right. Damn,
Bobby.
what I need a
fuck
fucking
the
crowbar?
chick
I
from-
don't know.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Amazing. Okay. Oh, I needed that. All right. This next question comes from I don't know.
That bitch was a Polly Pocket. Bitch had legs like Stretch Armstrong.
Okay. It goes.
Do your knees hang low? Wobble to and fro. Can you dive in that? Okay.
Oh,
You
hey,
throw 'em over your
ninjas.
shoulder.
I love anime, especially the classics. But I think there are some that should have never been made. For example, I love the original Yu-Gi-Oh! But what is with the other game-based animes? I never liked Bakugan or Beyblades. Which animes do you guys think should have never been made? Keep up the good work. Hello? That's God calling us to tell us to stop. Which animes do you guys think should have never been made? Keep up the good work. And Hesh, please don't act crazy during the panel. Love the show. I need y'all to stop putting this narrative on me like I'm some wild motherfucker. I assure you I'm socially awkward and I'm quiet. I'm just going to sit in the corner somewhere. That's how I live my life normally.
Now we putting your ass to work.
But, you know.
So, thank you, Terrence, for the question, for a civilized question.
Okay.
So, question is, what animes do we feel like should have never been made?
The anime of my life? What is this? Oh my god, that shit is amazing. All right, I gotta get my shit back together. Hold on.
All right, so he's right. Beyblade was always kind of
like
horrible
Beyblade,
to me.
though.
I hated that shit.
Let it rip.
Never really liked it. Hamtaro, I wish they never made that fucking shit.
You don't like Hamtaro?
Fucking chill, yo, relax. That's not a real anime. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's not a real
Hamtaro,
anime.
the slice of life thing with hamsters.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
What was that shit? Bobo.
Yeah, they should
I
probably
hated
never
that
made that.
shit.
Yeah, I didn't like. Whoa.
Yo, what was that anime that came on Toonami with that little boy in a red shirt that was always
Oh,
showing
Shin-Chan,
his
that's
ass?
my shit.
Oh, Shin-Chan is just
Wild.
funny.
Shin-Chan
as
is the
fuck.
shit.
Nah, I just wanted to remember, but it was like the drawing style was
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
of like
Oh, hell
the
yeah.
80s
Yeah,
and
oh,
90s or
yeah.
whatever. It was just mad. It was just drawn horribly,
but
but that
that
shit was always
Nah,
funny.
that
Well, they
was
went
all
to
over the
that.
place.
When they went to that planet with the dogs, like, oh, the bitches are bitches. They was calling the queen the bitch of all bitches.
Oh my god. Beautiful Joe had a horrible anime. Kirby never had a good anime. Apocalypse Zero was horrible. Fucking
I don't
horrible.
know what that is. I don't think.
Don't you don't need to know.
I'm trying to think if I've seen something like I truly hate it. Like I don't think I ever seen something like I truly hate. Like this is the worst thing. I mean, Hamtaro was a little outdated.
Hamtaro was fucking
And I didn't like
outdated.
blah. I was like, this nigga fight niggas in his nose hair and shit. That's fucking stupid. I don't know if I ever seen something that was like, should never have been created by the hands of people. Because I usually focus on watching shit I like, so I don't think I ever seen something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't know you don't like it
something
until
you watch it. I know.
Until you watch it.
I think I just been like, because I like Beyblade. I only watched like the first season, barely the first season or whatever, and I was like, this is cool. You know, not aimed towards me's, fucking spinny tops, but whatever. I don't know. I can't even think of nothing crazy that's like real bad. I know there's probably something in the back of my head where I'm like, yo, that's just garbage, but I just can't like remember it.
Nah, I think that was. Nah, the only thing I think is that bubble shit. That shit
Yeah, it's just
was
stupid. Yeah, that's probably top of the list. That's for me because that shit is
Fuck.
stupid.
I don't know.
Yes, it's a lot of dumb animes
I'm
out
sure
there,
there's something,
but
but you know.
But I understand Beyblade. I ain't like that shit either.
yeah, Beyblade was
like,
kind of horrible.
You want to let rip, nigga?
how the fuck you
Nah.
gonna rule the world with spin tops?
I don't know. It's better than
Exactly.
fucking Bakugan where you fucking throw a little rolly ball thing and turns into a little monster go rawr. Like rather Beyblade than a fucking.
I mean, everybody was trying to be fucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah,
and Pokemon.
yeah,
Everybody tried to
basically.
combine the two. It was like, yo, everything got a monster in it. This toy got a monster in it. Everything is. I don't know, man. It was just weird. They tried to involve toys in it and spinny tops and pog. Them just was like Pogs.
Yeah,
Like,
Pog's that movie, guys.
I don't know, man. But thank you, Terrence,
Yeah, thank you
for the question.
bringing us back to.
So, reviews. Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
Far From Home.
Let me guess, you didn't watch it?
No, I watched it.
Oh shit! Oh, about time.
Fuck you. So, Spider-Man Far From Home. How do we feel about Spider-Man Far From Home?
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a real cute movie.
Yeah, it was
Like, it was cute.
I didn't like the whole chasing Mary Jane. I think they did too much of that.
I mean, what do you expect from a high school boy with a crush?
Yeah, he got the
yeah, but
hormones and he got to get his girl, nigga.
It felt like
That's why I
You
felt
remember-
cute.
yeah. You remember the Farrelly movies?
The what?
The Farrelly movies?
Pharrelly?
Like the what is it? Forgetting Sarah Marshall, shit like that. Fucking Something About Mary's, like movies like that. That's why I
Yeah.
kind of got that kind of vibe because it was like, yo, this shit is like what's the Asian dude, Ned, something like that.
Yeah, Ned.
Yeah, Ned.
He
Like
fell in love with the girl.
Shout out to
on
Ned,
the
though.
plane.
Shout out to Ned. This nigga was a G, son. Got him a girl, then he was like, "Nah, I'm done with you, bitch. I'm out." And he was like, "Moved on."
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna be bachelors."
As soon as he get on that plane, hey
Yeah.
girl, oh, wow, I'm in love.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
together.
babe.
All right, babe. I love you, babe.
I'm like,
Now, I felt like that Mysterio was the only supervillain that I knew like the entire plot point of before the movie even came out.
oh, yeah.
Because I knew this whole shit was just like I didn't know it was that extensive where it was like they were gonna tie it back to like the Tony Starks
shit.
and all
Yeah.
that shit, and they were all his employees and got fired, and they made this elaborate ass 3D hologram where it's
Yeah.
like Mysterio's fighting all these
Monsters
dumbass
and shit,
monsters
yeah.
of earth, wind, water, and all that dumb shit.
I never liked that.
Well, that was cool because it was a fake out, but not a fake out. Because if you know Mysterio, you know that he uses illusions and shit to like fake things. So it was cool for a while to think like, okay, maybe he's actually from another Earth because obviously we know all that shit is sort of out there and it's a different world and some other shit. But then it's cool to be like, oh no, he's really just kind of
Yeah, this kind of reneges on it.
Yeah, but did Mysterio always have a team in the comic books
No,
or,
I think it was just
the
himself
Spider-Man show?
But it kind of makes
Okay.
sense.
No, but it makes sense the way. Yeah, it makes sense
Yeah.
for what they did like in the film. It makes sense for like the history of the movies and. They could tie back. They actually got the dude from the actual first Iron Man movie that Obadiah Stane was yelling at and all that shit. So it makes sense. It's a whole bunch of
Yo, you know that's Ralphie from A Christmas Story?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You shoot your eye out?
Yeah.
The one who's like got his tongue tuck on his brother? Or
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Ralphie.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
But yeah, it was kind of extensive. I like how they tied everything in. The fight scenes were pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like it was like I know that these people are high school kids.
Yeah.
But they're like 20 something, like
No.
early 20s, something like that.
Yeah.
But like I was looking at Zendaya, I felt like weird looking at her. No, like I like
got a premature body.
yeah, but
She's like
then
mad skinny.
yeah, but she looked like she looks like a believable 16-year-old. But I
Yeah,
know
no,
she's
she's
like
like
23 or some shit. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I feel weird now. But overall the movie was good. Aunt May still got it.
Got it.
Um,
I was like, I see you happy. I see what you're doing about.
Right.
now one thing that the ending. I'm gonna skip right to
Yeah,
that.
we're just gonna get to the shit.
Now,
Spoiler alerts. We.
Spoiler alert. Now, the end credit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where Mysterio sends out the video.
Yeah.
And he says Spider-Man's identity.
Yeah. What
How the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the dude
Are
that
we-
you ain't see the dude that took it out of the
No, yeah,
I seen it.
Yeah, it was
he did it.
Ralphie. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but still, it's not how it got done. It's just like
the
what the
fact
fuck
that
did they
he
go
did
for?
it. Yeah, like how
going
do
forward,
we?
How do we? Because first off, they pinned him murdering
Yeah.
Mysterio
Yeah.
on him,
Mhm.
and then now his identity is out there.
But you trying to
so-
figure out what are they doing with this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
just in general.
my only thought is they're actually gonna incorporate a multiverse because there has to be because this can't really happen. I don't think unless they're gonna take a cue from what's the Spider-Man shit that's on Netflix right now.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Into the Spider-Verse. Unless they're going to take a cue from there was like, yo, Spider-Man is well known in the city. He's grown up. You know, he saves the day. He's knowingly dating Mary Jane and shit like that. Unless they're going to do that, I think they're going to institute a multiverse where it's like, you know, they're going to have a multiverse Spider-Man come and save Peter Parker in this world. And then, you know, they can't possibly be the same person. Because look, he's Spider-Man right here and Peter Parker right here. Unless they do some shit like that.
I guess they could try some shit like that.
I don't know. But
I just thought of something, but I don't think they're gonna do it.
What?
This is like the perfect opportunity to introduce Venom.
And then, but I mean, how does that help? I mean, he's still got his like identity out there.
Yeah, I know.
He can't
And
like
Venom is sort of an anti-hero, right? So you know, he comes to New York. He thinks that Peter Parker killed.
Oh, so there's a way for them to have like a reason to clash and shit,
Yeah.
and then team up later on. It's just like, how does he fix this? I guess is the question. Like, and I guess that's what the next movie's gonna answer. Is like,
J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, that was cool. I was like, oh,
J.K. Simmons is playing him again. You can't get nobody else to play.
You can't.
I had no choice with that one.
I mean, you could get Thor. He worked for the MIB now. He got the flashy thing.
He got the flashy thing the whole world, nigga. He got the
Yo, you ain't seen him like MIB 2 or 3 where they got that big ass thing in the fucking Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, well,
niggas did the whole city.
Well, they better activate that shit.
Shout out to Thor, got a real job and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how they gonna spin that shit out.
Yeah.
And didn't it leave us waiting for how many years?
But
It's probably gonna be like another 2 or 3.
something like this. See, this is one of the things with the universe that's kind of crazy. This did happen before, but not like this. It kind of happened when in the Civil War comics.
Yeah,
when he revealed himself and
Willingly.
Aunt May got shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then he sold his marriage to the devil to reset.
Oh
everything.
yeah.
I don't think they can do that. He's not married to Mary Jane and nothing like that. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to. But I guess it makes sense because they've been touting him as the next Iron Man. Like that's basically what he's gonna be. He's like the Iron Man replacement. And at the end of Iron Man 1, Robert Downey Jr. was like, "Yeah, now nigga, I'm Iron Man." So it makes. So I guess it sort of makes sense that they're sort of trying to mirror that, but in a different way. But I just don't know how it works in company. Mixed with the he murdered Mysterio part. If it was just his identity was out there, that's different. But with the whole he's murdering Mysterio part, and they still think Mysterio is like a hero kind of or whatever. Like,
Do we really think Mysterio's dead?
Yeah.
I think he is.
So if they introduce the Sinister Six, is Mysterio in that or no?
I think he's been a member before. It rotates members.
Okay.
It's not just like a set group. It's just like 6 dudes who want to fight.
Wait, how the fuck you gonna have 6 with 5?
Well, they got more niggas.
You got more niggas.
They got they had who the fuck? So they got
Rhino. They got Shocker.
Scorpion.
They had Scorpion. Well,
Hobgoblin.
right now, I mean, like people that are introduced, I think
right
they
now,
have
Scorpion,
the dude who
Vulture.
played Scorpion and Vulture.
Okay, yeah.
Do they have Shocker?
Shocker, if you want, Shocker was in the first one.
Okay. Oh yeah. You're right.
And then if you get Green Goblin,
Green Goblin.
and then Doc Ock,
again?
and then some other nigga. I don't know. They could Hobgoblin, Green Goblin. I'm sure they got some. They can get a goblin ass nigga in there somewhere.
Yeah. What else? What else happened?
You know what? Like I like how he was doing the illusions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Like
shit was dope.
it gave me hope of Batman fighting an accurate Scarecrow.
Scarecrow,
Because
yeah.
that's exactly how the fear toxin works. Like,
Yeah.
you just start seeing mad random shit.
shit.
You think you out, and then like you get faked out. Like I kind of like that. I kind of like that shit.
Yeah, when he was doing that shit with the mirrors and like the multiple Spider-Man, I was like, yo, how much did this movie cost?
Yeah, mad gone.
I was like, God damn, these effects are amazing.
yeah, it's bad CGI.
But what else happened that I had a question about?
Fury's in space.
Fury.
Oh yeah. With the
Fury's
scrolls.
on vacation.
Yeah.
He's with the Skrulls. So what part do we think that Nick Fury plays with the Skrulls?
Oh well, I mean, I'm assuming he's setting up Sword.
Okay.
Sword, because like Sword is like, so Shield basically deals with Earth-based issues, and Sword sort of like protects Earth from space, like alien invasion type of shit. And obviously, we've been getting an increasingly high amount of alien invaders, so I think that's probably what they've been working on. They're probably working on making a base in space and shit,
Right.
to try to protect Earth from stuff like that. So I think that's probably or something that's similar to that. It might not be called Sword specifically, but I think it's probably something he's working at. That's why he was off in space, and they had the other Skrulls impersonating him and Maria Hill, which also I liked because it was like, I didn't like the fact that fucking Fury got so easily tricked out by Mysterio. I was like, when it happened, I was like, well, this doesn't seem like the Fury I know. But then, but then when they showed that, it was a Skrull, so obviously he's not the same kind of Nick Fury. Then I was like, oh, okay, I'm okay with that.
Did that fool y'all the whole movie?
What?
Yeah, I didn't
scroll
think,
thing.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that. And then at first when I seen him turn into the Skrulls, I was like, oh shit, are they doing secret invasion shit? And then it was like, nah, he's working with Fury and shit. I was like, which is cool because they made the Skrulls not be villains. And I was like, whatever, and that's a fine choice. That's a choice they wanted to go with it, and that's, I mean, and again, it's just because they haven't doesn't mean they can't be. They could be double faking like to infiltrate everything. But if they do that, they do. If they don't, that's fine too.
I hope they do Super Scroll though.
I mean, it could. It's possible, but you never know. Probably got to wait till the Fantastic Four come through and maybe they'll find a way to make them antagonists.
So, Phase 4, right?
Yeah. They don't know what the fuck.
This begs the question, how long until we get a Spider-Man 3? And what's going to... Okay, so the secret's out. He's Peter Parker.
Yep.
What happens in this whole time? Like, are we coming right back maybe like 3 movies out or something? I don't know. Like, what has to happen? Because this shit by comicbook.com, let's see, saying that this would be an ideal lineup for Marvel.
Yeah.
It was like Spider-Man, Secret Wars, it was Dark Avengers, it was Doctor Strange, Black Widow, The Eternal, Shang-Chi, Black Panther 3, Guardians 3, Ant-Man 3, Captain Marvel 2, Silver Surfer. It's like, when the fuck are these coming out, if they're coming out?
I don't know.
And then, like, when do we get a conclusion on Spider-Man?
Don't know. We don't have any. They have yet to. I mean,
When did the last one come out?
Well, last what?
Spider-Man movie.
What is it? 2016 did it come out?
17, 3. I'll give it 3.
Yes, I figure like a 3-year window is probably about right, considering. San Diego Comic-Con is coming up. Was it next week or maybe the week after? So maybe we'll get some, like, because we know they're working on movies. Like, we know they're working on the Black Widow shit. We know they're trying to cast for the Eternals. We know they want to do the Shang-Chi shit. We know like Black Panther stuff there's being moved along, but we have no release dates for anything. So they want to make the movie, but when is it coming out? So I guess, and if they start with Black Widow, that's probably going to be a prequel. So that doesn't really necessarily do anything for us because we don't get any information about the whole world because we already know that she did. So so that's just a movie just for a movie's sake.
It could set up a villain though.
It could, like we were saying, what was
Taskmaster?
So maybe he could be a villain later on for somebody else.
I mean, with Silver Surfer and Fantastic Four, it has to be Galactus, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the end goal,
Yeah, the end goal has to be Galactus.
Yeah, but again, Galactus, I feel like is like a Thanos level type of thing where you gotta kind of build up to that. I feel you can't just have him be a cloud in the sky like you sees and then disappears.
That was stupid.
I know, so fucking dumb.
I don't know, but anything else in this movie?
No, it was a good movie. Watch it. I enjoyed it. It was cool. He finally got with his, with MJ.
Yeah, I don't see that was another thing. Oh yeah, people probably watched this already. They explained the whole time jump thing, the 5 years.
Yeah.
You know,
the blip.
the little
blip.
Asian kid.
People was mad about that shit that they called that whole thing the blip.
The blip.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kids.
It's dumb.
They don't know.
Yeah, that's what the kids were calling
No,
it.
they're talking about the MCU. They officially named it the blip.
The whole MCU,
on,
is that what the MCU named it? Or is it just for Spider-Man specifically?
From what I read, that's what they're calling
officially
it, the blip.
Well, niggas blipped out and they blipped back. Nigga, what you want to do? Blip, blip.
Yeah, but they thought it would have been like a more cosmic name or some shit like that. Was like,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the blip.
There's some things I didn't like about it. Like, I don't know how I feel about Mary Jane.
Why?
Because she's just this dark kind of person.
Yeah.
You know, got this like sort of dark humor, and I'm just like,
I like it. They, it's something different. They try,
Yeah, I just don't like that they're not calling her Mary Jane. I forgot.
We call it MJ.
I
know what
MJ,
her. I don't remember. Yes,
Michelle was some shit.
It was some other shit.
Michelle. That's the first thing that comes to mind. That's what it
I get
was.
that.
I think in a way they kind of focus a little too much on the love aspect of it, but I get it, just to get this shit out the way, because this is like the second movie, like gotta establish some sort of like Mary Jane shit. Yeah, I think that was the only thing I didn't like.
Well, at least she didn't die in this one.
Oh,
she not gonna die. Mary Jane don't die.
Mary Jane died in the fucking what's the other Garfield?
Oh no, that was Gwen Stacy.
Oh yeah, it was. You're right.
Gwen Stacy. That's her.
Gwen Stacy died.
She hit her head hard as fuck.
Yeah, I actually like that.
My God.
Does she hit her head or her neck snap?
Well, no, she hit her head.
She hit her head.
But that was the big debate in the comics that they didn't know.
Yeah, but I think in the comics her neck snap.
They don't know though.
Oh, they don't
know?
know?
That was the thing. It was something that I guess Stanley never answered that shit. Because he wanted to have some like inner turmoil with Spider-Man or some shit like that. To be like, oh shit, it was me. Like, it was my fault. I was too late.
Yeah.
Pulled her up. Yeah, I kind of like that shit. That shit was crazy though. I was like, ugh, fucking nose bleeding and shit.
Sometimes you gotta die,
She was
nigga.
fucked up.
Sometimes you gotta die. Nigga.
Well, get the hash.
I liked it.
Yeah, man. So what do we give the movie 1 out of 10?
I give it like an 8.
Yeah, I give it 8.
I give it 8.5. It was a cute movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Went to go see it by myself. Fuck these kids. And you're gonna distract me from the fucking greatness of Spider-Man.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh shit.
Is he in control of all Tony Stark shit? I feel like that's
yeah, kind of. He got the little satellite joint because she gave him the glasses.
I think he's in control of.
He doesn't own the company. He doesn't own the company, but I think he has some
control of the tech.
Yeah, he got some tech backing, but he does. Yeah, he's not like control.
Okay, that makes sense, but it's like I said with the suit. Like I don't like him with the suit because it's more like the suit is making him Spider-Man, not him. Before I forget, the fucking Spider Sense shit.
Peter Tingle.
The Peter Tingle.
They're calling it Peter Tingle, but they never actually use it. It's just like, reactions. I'm like, yo, I want the classic thing with the slow motion and all that. They still didn't do that shit yet. So I'm like, yo, does he have it or does he not?
Well, he got it, but they said it wasn't working right. So he's got to discover his tingle.
Come on, man.
I mean, but after what 3-4 movies of having these powers,
still didn't do it. The only thing he
Tingle
had
should work.
Yeah, the only thing he had was his hairs come up.
Even that was
in Infinity War. That was about it.
Yeah.
What else? Before I forget.
Peter Tingle.
Oh yeah, and Uncle Ben doesn't get brought up like at all anymore.
Good.
What you mean good?
Because we've seen it before. We know Uncle Ben died. We know that.
But that was
but this is a new iteration, so we gotta.
So it's the same thing with like Batman's parents. It's like people get it. We get it. He dies.
Yeah, you don't have to see it, but that was like the main drive. Now they're trying to make Tony Stark be the main drive. Like he's the pops. Like goddamn. Like so fuck Uncle Ben, huh?
No, I think I think the Uncle Ben stuff is still there. They just not focusing so heavy on it because it's like people seen it so many times and it's so close together. So it's like instead of going the Batman route where every movie they show his parents dying, it's like we're not gonna show it. He's like he made a little offhand comments and like, and if you know the history of the Spider-Man of Peter Parker's thing about the Uncle Ben stuff, so when he says I have to be responsible, blah blah, whenever he brings it up, even it doesn't say like with great power comes great responsibility shit, but like if he says something like that, you know that's kind of what he's referring to. So they don't like dive so deep to that. And then the Tony Stark thing just happened, so obviously they're gonna talk about it more in this movie than Uncle Ben because it's more recent, it's more fresh.
Don't I give a fuck about Uncle Ben?
I mean that too. He dead.
Yeah.
Not even the fact that he dead, but that nigga ain't never saved the world.
Right.
He ain't never did a pulsar blast, nigga.
He just got rice and shit, nigga. Fuck that.
Fuck rice.
San Francisco treat ass nigga. But let's see. On to topics. So Power Season 6 trailer. This shit is finally coming to a fucking end. Yeah. It seems like everyone hates Ghost. Ghost is alone. Yeah. Is Angela dead? Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure she's dead though too.
I mean,
if she's not dead, she resilient as shit because he shot the shit out of her.
Nigga shot her like right through the heart.
I know, through the sternum, nigga.
She kind of gotta die.
I mean,
she don't have to.
Yeah, nah, she has to die. Like, nah, man.
You want her to die.
Yeah,
because she have to die.
What point does she drive during the movie? Like, she doesn't have no storyline anymore. Her purpose is served. It makes sense for her to die.
Nah, she gonna help this nigga kill them niggas and they gonna run off into the sunset to Mexico.
Nah.
Oh shit, he died.
No happy endings.
Who died?
Cameron Boyce.
Oh yeah,
I thought you were about to say Ric Flair.
You said what?
I thought you were about to say Ric Flair.
No,
Ric Flair's still alive.
Rest in peace to Cameron Boyce, man.
No, he's not brain dead.
Why did my girl say he was
Nah, he had a seizure in his sleep.
Yeah, Cameron Boyce had a seizure in his
Cameron Boyce, yeah.
had a seizure in his sleep and he died. Ric Flair, I saw something like I saw that shit like a week or two ago where he's talking about like he was brain dead, but I saw that it wasn't real.
Oh, he's always lying.
Yeah, but yeah, the young kid, he died. He
rest in peace. That nigga was only 20.
Yeah,
damn.
He had like a seizure or something. And died.
Rest in peace to Cameron Boyce, man.
True.
But Power.
Yeah.
So everyone's turned their back on Ghost, basically.
Seems like it.
His son, his best friend,
I still hate that nigga.
His wife, who Tariq.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, I don't know. I don't know. It comes off as annoying, not like like you don't really have a reason to hate this nigga. Like I've watched the show. You shouldn't hate this nigga this much. I really don't like. I don't know. It's like relax, nigga. To me, but that's just me.
I mean, it's more so it's more so finding out that your dad is a liar. He been lying to you your whole life.
Everybody lies.
Yeah, but not to that extent where it's like, damn, I'm
gonna tell you I kill niggas for a living, dog? No, what you want me to do?
Kill niggas, you sell drugs, you cheated on my mom.
Yeah, what you want me to do?
Now niggas is after us. Now we going into hiding. My sister's dead.
Because of you, nigga.
Yeah.
Right? That's his fault. His
That's your
sister's dead.
fault,
You
nigga.
can't blame Ghost for that shit.
If he wasn't in that life, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Just no. The shit that happened with his sister has everything to do with Tariq and nothing to do with Ghost.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's Tariq trying to, because him want to be a rebellious dumbass, trying to get back at his dad because his dad didn't tell him the truth about him killing niggas and selling drugs because, oh my God, you're a dumbass kid and you might slip and say something to somebody, we all go to jail.
Yeah.
And then he
That was
does
a
this
weak-ass
shit
one.
where he just keeps calling them ghosts. I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
'cause he's a fucking
nigga, you
idiot.
keep antagonizing me, little nigga. So,
Yeah, that's how you fuck him up. Father's Day, nigga.
That's a weak ass plot device.
Yeah, to me, I'm telling you, that's what.
telling me he's a gangster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it comes off corny to me. So every time I see it, it comes off whack to me.
Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't tell me you sell drugs.
so now Tariq
I hate you.
I guess is like more hanging like he's hanging out with Tommy more because Kane's dead.
Yeah. Or is it?
Another thing you did.
Right?
Another thing he fucked up. What's Ghost's wife name? Tasha seems to be just angry at Ghost all the time. Like, yo, you fix this shit.
Too.
I know, right? You fucked around too. Nigga.
Now,
Not even that. I think that's why this show pisses me off. Why is she mad?
Right.
He tried to get out the game season 1. You didn't want to let him. And then all this other shit happened and you want to be mad at this nigga. Like, I don't like that's why the show
because
pisses me
one
off.
has nothing to do with the other. She's more mad at the affair that he had with this.
She been
long
moved
time.
on. She was fucking the gay nigga. Why are you mad?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
I believe so. I think Ghost killed that nigga, yes.
No, she was
They
fucking
ain't
she was
showing
fucking Kanan's son.
Yeah, and season
And
1.
then he died. And then now it's just to get back at her. Now it's this whole now she's just on this path of wholeness.
Yo, that nigga like Magic
But
Johnson.
but she only did. Women only do stuff out of spite.
Oh well.
So it's all because it goes like you did this. You fucked up our family. You know you had this affair with this woman. Now I gotta get some get back at you.
She didn't want to see growth.
Yeah, she should have let the nigga get out the game. He might have never cheated. Imagine that. Imagine if he's out the game, he probably never would have seen Angela, and they would have just seen each other and moved on. But then he had to stay in the game, so she had to stay in his life orbit, and then he fell in love again, and then because she wanted the nigga to get out the game.
I didn't write this shit. Maybe. I don't know. This shit is all confusing. I just really, honestly, I don't want to watch this shit, but it's just
I've invested so much time.
You
in that.
invested so much time. Now I was like, I have to see how it
just to
ends.
see what happens.
Do you think Ghost gets Walter Whited, where he just dies at the end, and that's just it? That's just it.
If Angela's dead, yes. If Angela's not dead, then I think maybe they skip off into the
Who
sunset.
kills Ghost?
It's gotta be Tommy. Oh no, it's gonna be Tariq. Gotta be Tariq.
I think it's Tasha.
Oh, damn! There's so many. That's actually it's all three of them niggas. They all hold the gun at the same time and just pull the trigger like Voltron.
Oh man. Yeah, by the trailer, it looks good, but I know once the show actually comes on, it's gonna be just so many
It
arguments.
been a
and
drag.
It is. It's gonna drag.
I mean,
I
do
don't.
8 episodes.
I don't expect to have that many. It has 8 episodes.
I mean, that's what they normally do, right? 6 to 8, some shit like that.
Something
10
like
maybe.
that.
10.
I don't know,
10
but I don't expect to have that many episodes. Then you got Dre to worry about. I think Dre's gonna die like episode 2 or 3. Like he can't be in this shit. This nigga got a #1 album. He ain't worried about fucking power.
Does he have a number 1 album?
Huh?
He has a number 1 album?
He had.
Oh.
It was on some type of chart.
Good for him.
But
Go
other than
Timothy.
that, I feel like this end is gonna piss me off. Not as much as Game of Thrones, but it's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I think there's no way to be satisfied just with the way the show ended up being. I don't think there's probably no ending.
Like Ghost doesn't ride off. You know, Tariq doesn't, kill Ghost. It's gonna be something.
What's the ending that you would want? What would satisfy you? Like, what's gonna make you happy?
I don't see an ending where everyone is happy. I think everyone still holds a grudge from Ghost, even if he dies. Where it's like, yo, we got rid of, I guess, the problem that we thought we had, but then they're still gonna have these after effects of I still don't feel better.
Oh, shout out to Lala for being stupid.
Yeah, she's stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
I'll ride with you now. I'm like, no, just leave the nigga.
Yeah, ride or die shit. You gonna wind up dying.
Yo, for no reason. Mad at Tasha for all the shit she doing, and now she gonna fucking
I think
Draw Kingpin's wife.
I think Lala's gonna. I think Ghost kills Lala.
Dope.
Tommy tries to kill Ghost. Ghost gets shot.
Bang.
I think Ghost kills Tommy. I think Tariq gets arrested. I think Tasha kills Ghost, and I think Tasha. I have no clue.
Yeah,
like I honestly
don't.
don't. Like I like with Game of Thrones, there were all these like scenarios that like, oh, this could happen, this could happen. With this shit, I really have no clue what the fuck how it's gonna end.
Yeah,
it's just that everybody's anger is misplaced. Like none of this shit wouldn't happen if y'all had just listened to Ghost and got out of the fucking game
from jump.
Yeah, but you wasn't supposed to turn your back on certain niggas, so
He's not turning your back. You get out of the game. He wants to just live a legitimate life.
Nigga, you know Tommy's a sociopath.
Yo, he can
why
be
why would you double cross Tommy? Why would you either do anything that Tommy
wasn't double crossing him at first?
Why would you go against anything that Tommy says? Like, look, explain this shit another way, because Tommy might kill you.
At first, he wasn't double crossing.
You know how many niggas isn't Tommy here talking about, yo, you need to kill Ghost? Even his son is saying, like, yo.
Yeah, now.
Like, yo, what if I killed him? And Tariq was like, you know what? I don't even know how I'd
Tariq's
feel.
stupid.
What do you expect, man?
I don't respect nothing for that little nigga. Dumbass nigga.
I expect Tommy to use Tariq as a hostage. Like, he's going to gain Tariq's trust, and then Tommy's going to use Tariq as a hostage, knowing that Ghost still loves his son no matter what. And it's going to be some type of standoff. And
if it was Kanan, I would agree with that. But Tommy loves Tariq. I don't think he'd use it like that. I don't think.
I think Tommy is just so hell-bent
on getting Ghost?
Killing Ghost that he'll do anything. It was like, yo, you can't have a happy ending.
I feel like he'd rather try to work with Tariq versus use him like that.
But you don't think he's going to...
Which it seems like he's trying to work with
You don't think he's going to get rid of all loose ends, though? Where it's
Tariq,
like, you know, I got to separate myself from these people like Tasha, Tariq, Raina's dead, Ghost.
Ghost is the only enemy, I feel like. I think Tasha and Tariq and all them, he's good with them.
Nigga, did you see Tommy's face? Yo, that's the face of a psycho.
He well, yes, the nigga's insane, but Ghost is the enemy. I don't think Tasha, like, even last season when they was all trying to figure out what the fuck they was going to do with their story, all that shit, him and Tasha was still, like, in cahoots together more. It was like they wasn't sure about what Ghost and Angela was going to do. So, like, I think he good with Tasha. I mean, I'll find out when I fucking watch the episode and shit. But I feel like him and Tasha and Tariq is good. This is Ghost is the fucking enemy. And I don't know. And again, I don't even understand. And the other shit is, how hard is it to kill a nigga? Why don't he just come up and just shoot the nigga in the face and just go home if it's really like, I don't know, how you gonna drag it out for 8 seasons?
It's the same shit with fucking Kanan. The nigga was on fire, shot, and he somehow got out the fucking building. Like, it's not that hard to write some shit like, oh, Kanan lives.
I guess.
Ghost lives. He's a ghost. Like, I don't know, man. This shit's gonna be dumb, but it's gonna be exciting to watch. It's gonna be exciting to watch this dumb shit and come in here and talk about it. Let's see. Akira is returning as an anime series.
Cool.
Are we with that?
I'm intrigued because they said they're going to try to keep it a little bit, I think, like, add more stuff that was in the manga than that wasn't in the movie. So, and if it's a series, it gives them, you know, more time to spread it out. Obviously, Akira is like one of the best, well-known anime movies. So you don't kind of want to mess with a good thing, but it could be like the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood type of thing. Yeah, where they like stick closer to the manga storyline and it turns out really well. Hopefully. But we'll see. I don't hate the idea. I don't necessarily love the idea either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the fence on it.
Yeah, it's like, if it's good, then I'm like, yeah. If it's bad, I'm like, oh, this was dumb.
I mean, let's see what they do with it.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it's going to be about.
I think it's going to just be the same story. I think they're just going to add more shit that wasn't added.
Is Akira going to be alive?
It's going to be like whatever. I think, like, because, you know, they had to streamline it because it's a movie, I think. So whatever they didn't.
Oh, yeah.
So the manga is like whatever stuff from the comic that they didn't get to put into the movie. I think they're going to. So it's just going to be more added stuff. So maybe more story beats, more time with other characters, more time to, like, develop shit a little bit more. So that's what I'm saying. It could potentially be a good thing versus being a bad thing. It's more time. And it's a series versus a movie. So you have more time to, like, flush things out a little bit better. So.
Okay. All right. So Matt Groening launches his comic book company. Bapper Books will debut at San Diego Comic-Con with a publication of Disenchantment.
Oh, that's cool, I guess.
Disenchantment.
No Simpsons yet.
And I rewatched it. I was like, this is actually
you said there's no censorship?
No Simpsons shit.
Oh, no Simpsons shit.
I rewatched it. I was like, this isn't as bad as I felt the first time.
I mean,
it just could have been dark. It could have just been
but
more.
What's the publication going to be? Is it going to be more backstory, like before the actual Netflix show aired, or like what? I don't know.
I have no idea. You know,
the Disenchantment.
Because isn't there a third season that they got greenlit for already?
Well, they still got to do like the rest of the first season.
I thought this was the second season they was on.
Oh no, the second season is part 2 coming out.
Oh, it came out. When is it coming out?
How? But I've seen it. I was like, part 2. Yeah. Okay, they're actually on with this.
Yeah, they gotta do
it. Well, Rick and Morty got a comic book, so
yeah, I think it's just like side story.
Was that after the show or before the show?
Oh, after the show. After the show became famous.
Yeah,
popular.
Okay.
It's, side story shit.
Yeah.
It's like, just give you more with these characters doing more shit.
Yeah, but do people even like this shit to have a fucking Disenchantment book?
I guess, maybe.
I ain't hear nothing about it since.
I hear no one talk about Disenchantment.
Me neither.
Ever.
Me neither, except us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Told you I put that shit on to go to sleep.
God damn. I don't know if I want a Disenchantment book.
Yeah.
What other properties does Matt Groening have?
Futurama.
King of the Hill.
No,
Right?
that's no.
That's not-
That's
That's not great.
Yeah, but those.
No.
But I don't think those will make
that was Matt
good.
Groening.
I don't think
That's
those will
Mike
make
Judd
good books
doing it.
though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mike Judd. That's
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Let's see. Crunchyroll and Viz team up on home releases.
So they're gonna be working on like the DVD, Blu-ray stuff.
Yeah,
That's cool.
digital releases and stuff like that. Yeah, they got a lot of.
Viz Media will distribute select Crunchyroll series across the U.S. and Canada on digital and Blu-ray.
Yeah, because not everything comes to Blu-ray stuff. So I guess they're probably gonna try to get some of the more, maybe less popular stuff and try to release it. Stuff that's not like My Hero Academia famous. I'm assuming.
Right.
I'm guessing that's what they're trying to do because obviously that stuff gets DVD releases and shit.
Yeah. So
I'm
how
guessing.
many deals Crunchyroll got? They got this Viz Media shit.
Many as
they
can
got
get.
At least
Adult
7.
Swim, right? Was it
think
Adult Swim or
so.
Toonami?
Toonami.
I believe so.
And was that it? Adult Swim. Wait, no, not Adult Swim. They got Toonami. They got this Viz Media shit. Am I missing one?
Did they do something with Hulu or did I forget? Or maybe they. I don't know. They got a couple.
No, they compete with Hulu.
They just trying to get money as much anywhere they can, by any means necessary, dog.
Yeah.
Is Crunchyroll on a downward spiral or something that I don't know about?
I don't
have
think
no
so.
idea.
I think it's the opposite, honestly.
They got a good fan base, but it's just
I think it's just ease. I think they're just trying to make it so that you can get stuff anywhere that they have their hand. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I'm not using the app, but I want DVDs and shit. So now here's a chance to get some of this shit on DVDs, and or I still watch regular cable TV. So here's some animation on regular cable TV, but Adult Swim and shit. Like I think they're just trying to, as many eyes as possible, get in front of as many eyes as they can. That's what I think. Maybe, or they could just be grasping the straws and desperately losing money. But who knows?
I just think they're trying to expand because they got Netflix with an anime section and Hulu building up with an anime section. So
they gotta try to compete somehow.
Yeah. Gotta get these niggas out of here.
Okay. All right. So Terry Crews confirms. Oh, yeah. Terry Crews gonna fuck you up one day. And I'm pointing at
he might.
He did.
He can do it, and I'll gladly take the ass whooping. But I'm also gonna look him in the eye and say, "You gonna fight me, but you ain't fight the nigga that jostled your dick." So go ahead, Terry.
You see the shit you started in the comments. So Terry Crews confirms White Chicks 2 is happening.
All right, this is the thing about it, right?
This is the thing.
Marlon Wayans was like,
I don't want this.
Nothing signed yet. So they're talking about it, but nothing signed yet. He jumped the gun on it.
They've been talking about White Chicks 2 for years.
Yeah, he jumped the gun with it. They're just talking about it.
But I don't want to see White Chicks 2.
Yeah, I don't think
I want to see
like
White
what
Chicks
are they
2.
well what like they should have done it a lot sooner, closer to after it coming out. Now at this point, it's like, what are they? Why are they going back?
Now it's a quote unquote cult classic.
I mean, it's a funny movie.
Yeah, it is.
I enjoyed it when I watched it the one time I watched it fucking 12 years ago.
Yeah, but exactly that long ago. Where the fuck has Sean been?
Chilling,
Dotting, I guess. I don't know what he doing.
I don't want to see Terry Crews and White Chicks 2. I don't want to see White Chicks 2.
You say that and you say it like, you know what? That was pretty funny. Maybe you'll watch it and be like, it's funny. I just don't like. Why the fuck they gotta go back under whiteface? And then there's that. We're in a different era. We're gonna have to deal with all these angry white people with the whiteface shit. I'm like,
we're gonna get to white people being angry.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
That was a discussion that came up about the whole whiteface thing, but is it justified?
No, it's not.
I mean, because they were playing the white girls, but
they were undercover.
Yeah, they were undercover as white chicks that were actually in the movie. That would kind of be like if, let's say, you had somebody. Let me see who.
That'd be like Robert Downey Jr. in fucking Tropic Thunder. It was like
no, because that's not somebody he was like mimicking. That'd be like somebody acting like a white dude dressing up like Samuel Jackson, acting like him, which would probably actually be funny in my head.
I know what he's saying. He's saying because the actual people that they were supposedly playing are actually in the movie, so it's not like just like a made up whatever.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, white people, you can't get mad about that shit. You get over it. You just can't get mad because look, history is on our side with this one. So
yo, you seen that?
Suck it up.
You seen that? What was it? That Hawaiian dude that dressed up in blackface?
No,
in the court. It was this Hawaiian dude blackface. So like, you treat me like a black person.
I refuse. I refuse to click on that. I saw somebody post that shit somewhere, and I was like, yeah, I'm not. I'm just
fucking stupid.
You gotta start beating people up, man. Matter of fact, he going to jail, so yeah.
Going to jail now.
So, let's see. Disney quietly removes Toy Story 2 blooper in wake of Me Too movement. The clip where Stinky P chatting with Barbie dolls, promising them a part in Toy Story 3 won't be in future Blu-ray or downloads.
I get it. I'm not even, whatever.
I still got my digital copy.
Get rid of it. I mean, I get it.
Can't even be mad.
Just get rid of it. Like, yeah.
Can't even see
In
shit.
retrospect, the times have changed. It's like, yeah, that's a little Weinsteinish. So you gotta.
Yeah, but you don't feel like some shit just be like, all right, that happened at that time. It shouldn't have any bearing on like today.
No,
like,
we can't.
I mean, but people have seen it, so it's like you can't just erase it from people's memory.
We can't use that because then other people can use that shit for racist shit.
But then that should be the same. But this is a toy movie.
I mean, but that doesn't matter.
You can do that shit for a lot of movies in the 90s, 80s, 70s. Do we start going back and?
I'm not saying you have to. Okay, I'm not saying go back to everything and erase everything because whatever. But if they choose to remove that, you'd be like, cool.
I mean, was it that bad though?
No.
So
no, it was just the context of what was going on.
But well, yeah, but it's mad Weinsteinish now. Like, you know, understand? Like it's. I mean, it was probably creepy then, but I was young when it happened.
It's an adult joke.
Yeah, and that was
probably didn't get it.
And then now that you know about the Weinstein shit, it's super creepy. So it's like, just get rid of it. Like, we're just gonna, you know what I mean? No, that didn't really happen. And then keep it moving. You ain't gonna miss it. It was a deleted scene anyway. It wasn't even like in the actual movie too. It's not like they edited the movie to remove a scene either. It's like some shit that you had to like search for to see, but now you can't see it. Well, just whatever. Fuck it. It's gone.
Oh, whatever. It's cool. With or without it, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. Yeah. So Disney's live action Little Mermaid cast Halle Bailey.
I'm calling her Halle
Not
Berry.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her Halle Berry every damn time, I swear.
I had to read that shit. I was like, wait
a minute, Halle Berry. It's like, I mean, I'm with it. I mean,
but Halle Bailey from the group Chloe and Halle as Ariel.
Yep.
If these crackers think for 1 second, I give a fuck about what they doing with all the pictures and the memes and the group. Yo, they do this shit every fucking time, babe. Yeah. They start making groups on Facebooks.
Oh, it'd be a Facebook that be.
They start making mock-up pictures.
That
you know,
I can't stand Facebook.
Did y'all see the picture with the watermelon and the chicken and the blackface shit? Like, yo, they keep thinking this shit is hurting us. Where at this point, it's like, yo, we know y'all mad and we don't give a fuck that y'all mad. And then
I had a real life conversation with somebody about that.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
I'm not gonna say her name.
You don't say her name.
Oh, her?
But yeah, it was a chick, obviously, because Disney movies. But she wasn't.
What happened?
She was I don't know.
Misinformed?
She's just, I guess misinformed is probably maybe the right way to say it. She was just like, I grew up with the character looking like that, so I was, I don't, like,
I'm not trying to be racist.
Yeah, like I get it.
Okay, so what race was she?
The person
that I was talking
to?
Yes.
Oh, she's white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was Caucasian. Right. She was Caucus. She was a Caucus.
The caucasity of you bitches.
But I was like, then I had to sit there like, look, how many black Disney princesses are there? There's only one. She was a frog for half the movie. And besides, you grew up with it. But like, what about little black girls now? They get to look up to all these white Disney princesses. So like, and it's a fucking mermaid. So it's not even like a
fucking mermaid, yo.
It's not even a real person selected the little black girl.
Like, yo, I feel like racism is really like a mental disease, yo. Yeah. Like there's no like when racists are being racist, there's no rationale when they think of it. It's like, oh, so what if we turn this character white? And it never makes fucking sense. Like, oh, what if we turn Pocahontas white? It's a real fucking person.
and the story. See that this is where this shit gets fucked up.
And they want to change characters white, and the plot point won't even be the same if she white. It makes sense because she is what she is.
Like, exactly. The story of Pocahontas is that these American settlers come to America to settle in where the Native Americans are. So it doesn't work for her being white because how is she Pocahontas, nigga? Same thing with Mulan. Mulan's story is she's a Chinese girl who took her father's place in the war that was happening in China.
In China.
So she gotta be Chinese, dog. Like, she can't be white and Chinese and, like, whatever. Like, it don't work like that.
Even the fucking Princess and the Frog. It takes place in New Orleans with Creole people. Well, her name is Tiana.
Yeah.
A black princess from New Orleans. It doesn't make sense if you make her white.
Yeah.
Y'all just be angry at the wrong shit. And then, when white people play other fucking race characters,
quiet.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Let's pull up a movie about Egypt.
Nigga, Elizabeth Taylor played an Egyptian. Fucking Egyptian, named Elizabeth. Nigga, Johnny Depp played Tonto.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
A fucking Native American. Jake Gyllenhaal. Prince of Persia. White as white can be.
Yeah, Scarface.
Ben Affleck played a Mexican
What?
in Argo.
Wait, he was Mexican?
He was
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Mexican. Dumb shit. Y'all remember when that white dude played Michael Jackson in that movie? It was
Well, they
like
cut
some
that shit.
shit in
They did that
Britain.
shit.
They did not release that, but yes, I remember.
Nigga, the entire cast of The Last Airbender was white.
No, not the entire cast.
Who was
the main cast?
okay? But it
The
was
main
based
three.
on Asian and Native Americans, but most of the cast was white.
Yes. A high
Wait,
majority.
what? The Last Airbender movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think that was
Aang was white.
M. Night Shyamalan's cousins or some shit. They was Indian.
Oh my god.
The Fire Nation was Indian, nigga.
He's talking about the main cast.
I'm talking about the main
Bobby.
cast.
He's talking about the main cast. So
Wait,
he's talking
wait,
about Aang was white.
Yeah.
Aang was
Katara was white.
Yeah.
Sokka was white.
Yeah.
Zuko was Indian.
Yeah.
That's it.
The
But
main
the
cast.
again,
But you throw
the
one
main
Indian in there?
cast was white.
You throw one Indian in there, and that just
The main cast
negates
was white. And
everything
that's
else?
what they're
But
based
you
off of
said the
Asian
entire.
culture.
You said the entire. Like,
He meant like the entire main cast, not like the background
not the
players.
whole.
In the background, yeah, the extras
that movie
were.
sucked. I don't even give a shit.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
even remember.
Yeah. The extras were the extras were of ethnic backgrounds, but the main cast were white. That's what he's saying. Like so, Aang, Katara, Sokka, white, and then Zuko was Indian.
Dumbest shit ever. Man, what the fuck is the dude? What's the movie?
The dude, the movie.
The dude that played the movie. Short Circuit.
Yeah. 25 Alive?
Man,
Oh, yeah, he was white.
He was white too.
I forgot about that.
Y'all motherfuckers be mad at the wrong shit, but then
Oh, shit.
when white people play characters, not a peep. You know, Michael B.
She's
Jordan
a fucking
played,
fish, man. Look, listen.
Michael B. Jordan played the Human Torch. Everybody want to raise hell.
Lost their mind.
Fucking what's the chick name from Hunger Games? Rue.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody lost their fucking mind.
But isn't she supposed to be black in the book?
People are stupid.
Oh, okay.
Like honestly, I don't really give a shit. But like, I would rather Disney develop new characters that are giving the hand-me-downs to us.
Well, I don't know if that's.
I mean, they
I
kind
understand what you're saying. I don't know if it's a hand-me-down. I don't know if I count that as because the Little Mermaid is a very big property.
Yeah,
I don't know if
they
it's a
developed it. I was like, you can have this.
But they're turning all the movies from the 90s into live action shit. So,
Yeah.
you know, this is just like the line. This
Once
is
the chick can sing.
yeah, and she can fucking sing.
So it's like I think they was looking for talent more than maybe, and it's like, oh, and she's black, whatever. It's a fucking fish.
They casting motherfuckers that can sing. Yo.
It's a fish, dog. Fish don't have race like that, dog. And if you watched any of the cartoons, they had other colored mermaids. So mermaids can be other colors besides white.
Oh, so Aquaman can be black.
He could have been. Ain't shit about Aquaman's story that needs a nigga to be white.
Ariel dad got to be black. Well, he might not be.
And then
black.
he's not even really
they
white.
might-
He's
they might
Samoan
mix the
now
race.
because
Yeah,
Jason Momoa is
definitely.
like Samoan, so he's not even.
But it makes sense for him
white.
to be an islander.
Yeah, that makes more sense, and that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But like this, the same argument we have all the time. A majority of these superheroes, like a high majority of them, the color of the skin has absolutely nothing to do with the character. Very few of them, it does.
Yeah, but
So
people
when they
hate
do make
change.
these changes, it's like we're basically just, to me, it's like you're basically saying you don't think black people can be heroic, because it's like Superman. There's nothing about Superman that says he has to be white. Absolutely nothing. He's a fucking alien that landed in Kansas, who was raised by two strangers and taught him to be a good person, and he happened to get fucking superpowers from the sun, and he's like, I'm gonna use the superpowers to save the world. Nothing of that has to do with the color of his skin. He could be Asian. White people love to adopt Asian kids. I mean, he could be Korean as shit, and he'd still be Superman. Like Batman, same shit. Nothing about Batman's story. The only thing, and that's people, and you have to like, that's people having to be super nitpicky, is like a fact about black people not having
Money.
that type of deep entrenched wealth.
Yeah.
So you have to be nitpicky as fuck for that. But the actual story of Batman has nothing to do with the color of his skin. He could be fucking Puerto Rican and still be fucking Batman. Like it don't fucking matter. Like the color of his skin doesn't matter. A high majority of superheroes.
Shout out to the Puerto Rican Superman. I'm definitely with it.
It's an Asian Superman. I forgot his name.
I mean, like the actual story, like if you kept the story exactly 100% the same,
Like white people feel like they losing shit.
nothing would change.
Like they feel like they're losing, like, you know, their properties now. They're losing movie roles. They're losing like just intellectual properties with this. Like, oh, you change the race, and now that they're introducing like gay characters or gay superheroes or different race superheroes, now they feel like, oh, you know, now everyone wants to talk about inclusion and do all this shit. No, it's just how the world is now. And then when white people had control, y'all just put all of y'all in the movies. Everyone looks the same. Everyone was drawn the same. No, it's time for some new shit.
Yes.
You crackers going to
Y'all sure y'all losing?
down.
Walk into a movie theater right now. close your eyes, point at a movie, walk in that movie, tell me what color that lead is.
Exactly.
You're not really losing. And we're black. We get fucking movies with black people in it. Talk to some fucking Asian people or some Spanish people. How many fucking mainstream
some
movies
Native
they
American
get?
people.
Yeah. We're lucky compared to all the other races. So imagine how you see how they fucking flipping out.
Like when you can actually count the black superheroes, that's a problem.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, how many Asian superheroes do you know? No. How many fucking Spanish superheroes do you know?
Jaime. That's it.
Yeah, right? 2. Maybe. If you're lucky, you got to stretch your brain.
And then when they put them in, there's always fucking stereotypes. Like the Asians always know karate, some type
Kung
of kung fu
master, exactly.
Native Americans always some type of one with the planet and shit.
Apache chief, he fucking
some dumb
gets
shit.
The spirit of his people and like, no, but
Yeah.
for real, fucking T Wolf or whatever. I'm thinking of what.
Now, Teen Wolf could be black.
T Wolf could be black.
Teen Wolf could be black.
But like I'm saying, it's like always tied
Not
to the
T-Bone, nigga.
T-Bone, tied to the wolf hawk spirits of the nature. Like that's what I mean. Like it's like no, they could just be a regular ass dude who just happens to be Native American as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Named Terrence. I don't know.
I watched Teen Wolf when he was black.
You watch what?
I watched Teen Wolf. I like the original.
I mean, again, Teen Wolf, he could be black.
Hey, man,
Just
yeah.
Wolf niggas. I don't know. The shit matters. It matters to us because we don't have the representation, so that's why we like to see it. So no, I'm saying
the thing is, we watch movies. We watch movies regardless. It's white people that get mad when you start changing shit. It was like, yo, we was gonna white, black, Spanish.
I was watching.
We was gonna see it anyway, but y'all want to make a big fuss about the race of the character. We just watch the movie.
Yeah, and if the movie's good,
then
like, listen, kids don't know nothing about color.
Nothing.
Kids aren't racist until you teach them to be racist. That's your fucking problem.
This nigga's doing
like
that
my kids
now.
can't look up. No, your kids won't know the fucking difference. And then if you take them out that movie, put them in another movie, there's gonna be a white kid that they can look up to that they get to see all the time. So let the little black girls have a princess be beautiful under the sea and sing songs. Let them have that.
That's kind of like with the Lil Nas X shit. Now parents are trying to stop them from listening to the song. Like, yo, the song is Diamond. Kids have been playing this shit all fucking summer, all year. They're not gonna stop. They don't even care that he's gay. They like the song. Like, what the fuck does it have to do?
They don't even know what gay is right now.
They don't. Dog, white people just be wilding. Homophobic people be wilding. Y'all just be wilding for nothing. Just relax.
Shout out to Little Mermaid, dog.
Yeah. Shout out to the Puerto Rican Superman. So, let's see. PlayStation View,
I think it is.
PlayStation View subscription prices increases.
That's their like TV show shit, right?
Yeah.
Cause I don't even think anybody watches that shit.
Says Sony increased all multi-channel plans by $5 effective immediately, while existing customers will keep the original price for 30 days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like their TV. Like you could pay for that and get TV channels on your PlayStation. Yeah. Basically, turn your PlayStation into like a cable box type of thing.
Yep.
Yo, cable's out of here, big.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
You got a couple more years. Cable's fucking out of here.
I'll give it 10 years for that shit to be dead.
Dead.
Let's see. Sony looking to acquire more studios. CEO Jim Ryan is looking for mergers in light of more competition from companies like Google.
Makes sense. They're trying to find more companies to make more games. The more games they have out, the more consoles they potentially could sell, the more software they'll sell, the more money they can make, and they can compete. Because it takes time to make games. So I guess the more companies you can stagger out releases so you can keep stuff going and flowing and kind of keep people entertained.
You know, I feel like they gotta start doing. I feel like gaming industry's got to start posting their budget for their games.
I'm sure they do somewhere. It's just,
I don't think I've been trying to look for that shit. I can't find it.
I've never actually tried to look for a game's budget. I'm sure that information has to be out there somewhere.
I can't find it.
It's out there somewhere.
It's got to be somewhere. I just don't know where or how to find it.
That's crazy because I've never heard of a budget for a game.
Oh no, they have budgets.
They have budgets, but I've never
ridiculous.
like you can guesstimate, based on like years and manpower and graphics and whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
you can guess, but I've never seen like what's that game you was playing? Fucking
Anthem.
Yeah, Anthem. Like they never I didn't see a budget for that shit, and that shit took like 3 years. For real, it's
$3.
That shit $3 now.
No, I don't know. I'm saying the budget was $3.
About to say,
man, they gonna start.
but shit like that take like 4 years to make, and this, that, and the third, and it's coming out on this console, and we got DLC. Like, how much did that shit cost I've never seen like numbers for that shit. They just say how much it did. Is it
how much it made
selling well?
Yeah,
and this, that, and the third. I've never seen any like
I think
actual numbers.
I'm sure like legally that information probably has to be out there somewhere. How you actually get to access the information?
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, who knows?
Like I was looking at it the other day because there has to be some sort of justification for these microtransactions and shit like that. For you to be spending something on a game, spending time on a game for like 6 years, and you got all these casts like the Star Wars game, for instance, right? They got Forrest Whitaker in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know they pay him some bread.
No, is it his actual voice?
Yeah,
or,
it's him.
Okay.
So you know you had to pay him some bread.
They had to probably pay him a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
But it's a Star Wars game, so they probably expect to recoup that cash.
I'm just curious.
I don't know. We gotta figure it out. If anybody knows how to find that out, let us know. Cause I don't know where you.
Bobby will get it. He'll find it somehow.
He gonna hack the Matrix and be like.
I just think that should be like in the forefront, just like how you look at movie budgets and it just pops up. It should be like that for games, but it doesn't happen. I don't understand that.
Maybe because it's like an ever growing thing. So maybe I don't know. I guess that happens with movies too. Sometimes they go over budget.
Maybe
I don't know.
That's
a good question. That's a good point.
Sell it. Maybe that has to do with the price point that they sell it at. I don't know.
Because at least if you post a budget to which you had your game, I'd see some sort of justification for the microtransactions or why you're doing it. But if you're just doing it just to make billions, it's
that's literally why they're doing it.
But I have to know the budget. But I mean, we know
the budget be $10 and they'll still be like, nah, I want more.
It depends. But there will be a justification if. Let's say how long it takes to do these games, like 4 to 6 years.
Yeah, it depends.
Like
I think it differs from game to game, but yeah, around 4 years we'll say.
I can't even tally that shit. Fucking 4 to 6 years on a fucking game.
20 million.
They spend a lot of time.
10 million, 15 million.
Something.
I would guess.
Something chunky like that.
I think it depends on
the game too, obviously.
Because like a game like
I'm pretty sure it don't have. I'm pretty sure it don't have budgets like movies.
Not
depending.
It depends. Again, I don't know.
Like a one-time game like Anthem. That might be in like the 40, 50 ballpark.
Probably more
if
than
you
that.
talk about some shit like GTA, that might be like the 100, 150.
The only reason why GTA would probably be that high is that they take their time in between games.
Exactly.
It's just a time. So they probably spent like a good 10 years. I don't know, 10 years, but they spent I'm sure they spent way more time working on that game than they spent on working on
because
Anthem.
you have to try to outdo the last one. But like I said, like
they make
first time for Anthem, it's like, oh, let's put this much into it. Let's see how it does. Let's not push all our money over on Black. Let's hold some back.
Wow.
I thought you liked it though.
I did like it.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat the story, but I can still talk shit about the game.
Okay.
I enjoyed, like I said, when I was playing it, I enjoyed the time that I was spending with the game. That doesn't make it like the world's most perfect game, but I did have fun with it. I didn't hate it. Like when people was like, I'm like, it's fun to play.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good stuff in there, but there's also a lot of not great shit in there. And ultimately, this is how it turned out because they rushed it.
Hey, Bud Light.
This is real.
G with the services.
Gracias.
So let's see what we talking about. Square Enix president hopes Marvel, huh? You shouldn't.
All right.
Square Enix president hopes Marvel's Avengers outperforms Marvel's Spider-Man.
I respect it.
It's possible.
Competition.
But you shouldn't make your intentions known.
Well, I don't think he said it in like he's just like he wants it to sell more. Like you would want your obviously because I think it sold really well.
We don't want to be bested by them, says him.
Yeah.
He wants to do better.
You don't obviously want to be bested
because you figure if Spider-Man. I mean, you could have said that. I feel like Spider-Man did really well, and that was just one character.
Did you see them suits? They put them suits up there quick.
Oh yeah,
put them shit up there Tuesday.
Yeah, because they knew when movies come out. They probably been working on this. Yeah, they've been working on that shit
for like months or like a year now.
Yeah. So Spider-Man so well, so I'm sure they're like, okay, that's a game with only one character. This is a game that has all the characters. Well, not all the characters, but a group of characters that people love, and the movies do really well. So obviously, they don't want it to be a flop.
So do we think that what we saw, because a lot of times what we see at E3 or see, isn't the final product because,
they do a lot of vertical
because Spider-Man, for example, the shit that we saw at E3 is nothing compared to what we see now. So do we think that Square Enix has some tricks up their sleeve where it's going to be like, maybe these aren't the final faces, maybe these aren't the final character models, and maybe it's going to look more polished and
I hope
it should sell well because it's Marvel and the MCU. MCU should have some bearing on this sell.
I hope so, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to look that much different than what it looks like now. Because I feel like once you're at this point where you're showing the game, it's very rarely do they change like animation styles in games.
Yeah.
I've only seen that happen like maybe once or twice. It happens, but not very often. Yeah, but that was like a miscommunication type of thing. I feel like because I feel like we talked about that shit.
Yeah,
it was like I don't think it was as like not as. First off, when they show stuff at E3, they usually show that shit on a computer.
Yeah.
With higher graphics and kicked all the way up. They do that on purpose. Like they show you what the game's best potential can be, and then they're like, well, obviously we can't do that, or your fucking PlayStation's gonna blow up and try to run it that high, or it's gonna load forever. So it's a trick. They're lying. They want to show you the best of what it's supposed to look like versus what you're gonna actually get. Which I don't necessarily think is probably good practice. He probably should just show you what it's gonna look like when you actually put the disc in your fucking hard drive and play the game. But I get why they do that. It's like, you want to show off your best. You don't want to be like, oh no, this game's gonna look like shit. But
So do you think, like, with the whole competition that they're aiming towards Spider-Man, are they gonna have different suits for these motherfuckers?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I
think I very rarely I've ever played a superhero game like Marvel where they didn't have costume options.
Suits, yeah,
right. Either you unlock them or you can buy them or whatever.
Shit,
so
Iron Man alone gonna have at least 17
Mach 37s. Like if they don't, that's a very big missed opportunity for them. And
I think they got that in the bag. It's
probably do it and make it DLC though. But that's the problem.
It's the characters that they have in there. How many suits? Like they can't give everyone 6 suits. I don't think everyone has that many.
Well, I think Captain America has a lot of variety. Black Widow
you got
has
Cap,
variety.
you got Thor, you got Iron Man.
The only one that would probably be an issue is Hulk. But even with Hulk now, you can give him pants, short pants, purple pants, gray pants, green pants.
I mean,
long pants,
are they gonna
suit?
Are they gonna change
gray
Hulk's color?
Hulk, yeah, red Hulk. They can do shit like that. Because especially if it's only aesthetic.
But they can change his look. Sometimes he has a
long hair, short hair, mullet
in the back.
Yeah, glasses, no glasses.
World Hulk,
exactly.
Planet Hulk shit.
So, yeah, everybody got different looks.
Maybe.
Yeah,
they just serve a bunch of different looks.
That's why I didn't really give a shit like how the suits look, even though Captain America suit looked crazy. Like,
It do. They went for it. I think what worked in the movie.
This nigga made it
worked in the movie.
I don't think anyone has talked about this. Was Square Enix the right people to have this game and develop this game?
Let me see. I was just looking at the game lineup.
I mean, they did mostly RPGs.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, mostly Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest.
And is this a road that they're going? Because we've seen Final Fantasy 7. Now we're looking at Avengers. Is this like a thing that they're doing now where they got these open world RPG type things?
They made Tomb Raider.
They did?
Oh yeah, they did do Tomb Raider. I forgot about that.
Oh shit!
The most recent ones.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Fuck it.
Yeah. All right.
Didn't know that. So
I did not eat food yet today.
Let's see. Yeah, that's breakfast.
I know.
So rumored GTA 6 leaks take the internet. Kind of excited about this.
Yeah.
All right. Now, it's set in both Vice City and also a new fictional city based on Rio.
Oh, shit.
Some missions take place in Liberty City, also in maybe Cuba.
Cool.
Supposed to be inspired heavily by the Netflix Narcos show set in the 70s and 80s.
Scarface shit.
There's only supposed to be one protagonist, which is a male. Now, I heard some shit that there was supposed to be a female protagonist.
Too. I saw some shit with that.
I saw some shit like that. Male or female. I think we're ready for
I think I want to see
Yeah, me too.
Protagonist. That'll be dope.
Yo, who was that? Cool. Who was that Colombian female that was a kingpin?
Griselda.
Yeah.
Griselda
Cocaine
Blanco.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Wait, this game might get mad backlash and shit like that.
No.
You know people are sensitive and shit like that.
I mean,
because you can build your own drug kingpin, empire and shit like that. Just like
this is what just like Scarface. This is fucking Vice City on crack.
Yep.
Say hello to my little friend.
They gonna let you do coke. You run around.
Dog,
I can do more.
You know how long I've wanted that in a game where I can do coke.
You need to do coke right now.
Why they go?
Whoa.
Nah, I mean doing that.
I'm pretty sure if you ask the right people at BlurCon, they got you.
Oh, word?
Yo,
I ain't getting my
we're
drip.
not taking you home dead. You already stayed in another hotel and niggas can't watch you. Fuck I was supposed to do.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to be ate up.
What?
The weather is a big focus with hurricanes and possible floods. Your personal car works like horses on Red Dead, where you can only store equipment where you can store equipment in the trunk and limits your arsenal and what you can carry on your person. Storylines deals with the AIDS epidemic, immigration, GTA's take on Castro. Drug empire building as a central game mechanic, similar to how empires are created in GTA Online, but bigger.
I just want to.
This sounds fuego.
Yeah, it does sound.
Yo, you talking about AIDS?
Yo, dog. It's drugs. People share needles. AIDS.
Yo, you talking about AIDS?
We talking about like AIDS. Like sharing needles. AIDS.
Can you catch AIDS?
No.
Yo, what if there's like permadeath?
Yo, you got the heavy.
You fuck around and try to sell somebody something and catch AIDS, and then you just die and you gotta start from the beginning.
We just slowly start getting sick.
Yeah.
Just walking down the street, coughing.
Like
I mean, they had Arthur have what did he have?
Like
that's the precursor to AIDS.
Like that shit ain't dead eye. That's just you dying. Like your vision is really that slow.
Shit just red posted and shit. Oh shit.
Chico, they got me.
I mean the med kit.
Chichi. Tell my mother I love her. Gina, I'll beat you on a sucker, baby.
Nah, but that you can what they say with the weapons you can only carry what you can carry on your person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's like the same
cool.
thing. That's
No,
like the
that's
same
stupid.
thing. No, that's the same thing they did in Max Payne 3.
This ain't Max Payne 3. It's GTA.
Nah, I need that.
I mean,
need
I
that.
guess
It makes
I
sense.
get it because you're so used to just being able to
I
have
don't want
anything.
people walking around with all them damn guns and rocket launchers. I hate that
So
shit.
you should be able to carry maximum 4 or 5 guns. You should
Maybe
have
3.
You should have a short range gun, a long range gun, a heavy artillery gun, and that's it.
Yeah, probably. 3. And maybe not even. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do 2 pistols. You could do a shotgun. You could do an assault rifle. You could do a sniper, a bazooka. That's not cool. I need the full cycle of grenades. I need fucking bazookas. I need mines. I need all that. I need jetpacks. I need all that shit on me.
Oh yeah, that's probably.
I mean, you're so used
I
to
need to
it,
do the code, nigga. Turn around, mad guns.
Mad guns.
It's probably sidearm shit.
Nah, nigga, I need all that shit. But if this is true, I don't know if Rockstar's confirmed. They probably haven't confirmed any of this shit.
No, they definitely have not.
So
They
if
never
this
do.
shit is even remotely true,
Yeah.
Good as I did.
this is fucking ridiculous. But the only thing I got a problem with is the male protagonist.
Male protagonist.
Why, you want to play as a female?
I wouldn't mind to see,
Just to see what
because
the story
there are things that females can do
Never mind.
in this game that men wouldn't be able to do. Like, you can trick a fucking cartel member into sex and then kill him in his bed.
You think they gonna let you use a box like that in the fucking GTA?
And
That'd be fire, nigga.
as a woman,
Yo,
if you seduce something like yo, imagine a mission where you at a bar and you gotta seduce a drug cartel, you put some shit in his drink, take him back to the hotel.
Cardi B,
kill
niggas?
him. Wow. GTA is not above any.
Yo, that'd be
GTA
dope.
is video game South Park, nigga.
Yo, if we could Cardi B people, yo, I'm with that.
I'm
nigga.
telling
That
you,
should
a
be funny
female
as hell.
protagonist gives you so many more options. It's just you don't even gotta change like shooting mechanics, how she shoot, run, nothing like that. It's just certain shit that she can do that'll make the game, like the storyline, just that much more dope
Just
to
press
me.
the button and then you fucking.
Yo, what if that's her rage mode? Oh,
Damn.
yo, that's like with when Franklin's driving shit.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
GTA 5 where it's like
yeah,
you
the
driving
focus
get mad
shit.
slow, you get the focus shit. Oh, Max Payne, pow, pow. Soldier Boy, pow, 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 pow. Niggas run out the door, they run out the door.
Looked at the mask.
I looked at the man, I knew the nigga.
I knew the nigga.
I was just gonna say I watched that video that you put up. I was dying. He was with the pistol like bow, 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 bow. Shot a nigga in the ass.
Shot him in the ass.
He was leaking.
Damn.
I knew the nigga. Damn, shot him again. Pow, pow.
Yeah, pow, pow.
Ah! Full!
Damn.
Nah, but this sounds dope if it's real though.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
it. I want it so bad.
Hilarious.
And it's gonna be huge as fuck. Fucking map. Go to 2 different areas.
Also, I just want to state real quick, I'm not gonna do cocaine.
Okay.
That was a joke. I understand now why people say this shit about me. What they say.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, that was a wild thing to say. It was just a joke, but then I realized,
It sounds believable.
yeah, it sounds crazy. I'm not actually gonna do cocaine.
But
Or maybe I would.
So you said something about the map, Bobby.
Yeah.
Big ass map because you're mixing two different
Yeah, two different
locations and
basically
shit.
countries.
Yeah, yeah. So
Going back to Vice.
so this should be set in Florida,
Yeah, Vice
right?
City.
If it's-
Hopefully. People love Vice City.
If
Oh
it-
yeah,
if
because
it-
Vice City was dope.
I mean, if it's set in the 70s and 80s and you transporting cocaine,
top of
it's a drug
cocaine,
cartel,
yeah.
it has to be.
Get the
It
boats.
has to be.
I'd
You know,
be like,
gotta be planes.
Rick Ross gonna be in the game going, huh?
Yo, I want a fucking Tony Montana cameo.
Yo.
Al Pacino
Tony
cameo.
Montana.
Al Pacino wasn't even fucking Cuban.
I know.
Yeah, he
he was
wasn't.
definitely not.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
His name is
Oh,
Pacino.
I
he
said
did.
Scarface,
He
though.
did Scarface. He did.
But he played a good ass
Tony
Cuban.
Mon-
Yo, that shit was impeccable.
He got a 10 for it, nigga.
I don't know if it was impeccable,
Dog.
but I'm just gonna let it slide because I
I
like the movie.
believed Al Pacino was Cuban.
I just saying, talk to a Cuban person first and see how they really feel about it because I don't know if it was really impeccable. I just like the movie and I watched it a very long
You
time
know what?
ago. So I'm
You're
like,
absolutely right.
Yeah,
I should talk to a Cuban
Yeah,
person
in
before I say
retrospect, they're
that
probably
shit.
like,
But
no, that
to
shit-
me,
yeah.
he played the shit out that role. But I will talk to a Cuban person before I say anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But
like, oh, that's
What are
that's,
Cubans mixed with? Are they mixed with Spaniards?
I'm sure Spaniards was getting around.
Italians? Or
No, I don't know. You know, I have no idea.
Because I don't know. Like
Not
the
even
whole.
no
I know like Dominicans
Yeah.
is like everything. Like Puerto Ricans is like Taino Indians and Spaniards
yeah.
and black and
Because a
so-
lot of these cultures have some
black
well,
in them and
yeah,
mixed.
some races
Yeah.
have some descent
of
to-
other shit mixed
yeah.
together to
So I'll
make them
just-
what they are
that's
now.
where
Is
all
it
that dark
passable?
skin comes from.
Yeah.
The equator in fucking Africa. That's it.
Yeah.
So let's
Get
see.
this
So we all
chocolate on you,
so
girl.
we all went to GTA shit. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I know, I'm with
Like
it.
that.
But let's
Oh,
see.
to build your mansion.
I know that should be dope.
That should be dope. You got a drug empire, but you got to die at the end. Like there's no
Nah,
way that
I
you can
can't
be
die.
have a happy ending.
I'm all right
This,
with that.
yo, this better be Scarface the game, like
The
2.
movie, the game.
Yeah.
Well, they made Scarface game.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
that's
but
just
but when Tony had to start from the bottom
Yeah.
Yeah.
and build his shit back up, I still don't know how that game is. He might die again at the end of that game.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I actually ever played it. I just know it exists.
Nah, that shit is dope. Fuck them airplane missions.
Yeah. I like time period.
Let's
games.
see.
All right.
It director and talks to helm Flash movie with Ezra.
I mean,
so
somebody
it's
gotta
going?
do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it.
Yeah. This motherfucker's writing the script himself, but
But-
they're actually getting who they're getting? The person who wrote Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
That's what they're getting to write.
Oh, like I forgot her name.
The lady. I
It's,
forgot.
yeah, the lady. I forgot her name too. I saw that the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not. This is like the third director they've had attached to that movie. I think at this point. When the fucking movie comes out, I'll be like, "Oh shit, we got a Flash movie." Until
Yeah, but
then,
is Flash the next one to do? Is he worthy of a movie at this point?
Yeah, he's over
yes, he's worthy of a movie, but it should have.
Justice League.
Yeah, it should have been out. That's the problem. It should have been out.
there. Yeah.
But they keep going through directors, they keep going through writers. Like, I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but it's just like,
So we got Aquaman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
yeah, Green Lantern.
But is this a part of the rebooted Batman?
I don't know.
Reboot the universe.
Yeah,
That
I
is
mean,
shit.
if it's Ezra Miller, so I doubt it. It's gonna probably be like the same thing with Aquaman, where it just takes place after or before, or in that same whole Justice League thing that got set up already. I'm assuming.
Yeah, wasn't the dude in the one he was in the movie with the Ben Affleck one, wasn't he?
Yeah, Ezra Miller. Yeah, it's the same guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'd
So-
be dumb.
Well, what do you want to do? They have to recast a whole new nigga then.
I'd rather not have to do the movie than to have it consistent.
It's
Just
nothing.
do
It's
the movie.
not consistent. Well, actually, that's not true. It's actually technically all still kind of consistent
For now.
Yeah.
until
for
the
Batman.
until the Batman movie comes out, and
Yeah,
then
you're
we got to
right.
figure out what the
Yeah.
fuck happens when that comes out. That's the only thing that's, or that and the Joker are the only two things that aren't necessarily in the same world. Shazam was still in the same world. Wonder Woman was going to be obviously in the same world. Aquaman was the same world, and then Flash theoretically should still be in the same world. But Flash works with timelines and jumping around, so maybe they could use that as an excuse to fucking manipulate some shit. So if that comes out before Batman, and then be like, "Oh no, it's a new Batman. We fucking Earth 2'd it." I don't know, whatever they're gonna do, but whatever.
I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it.
But let's see. Kevin Feige shuts down Killmonger and Black Panther 2 rumors. Ryan Coogler began to outline Black Panther 2, says Feige. It's early, so nothing is set yet in any way that far.
Yeah, of course we want to say, yeah, look, it's gonna be in a
exactly.
movie. Like you want to say, then you want to confirm it?
All
No,
this fucking hype for some shit that's not gonna come out for another 3 years.
exactly. It's like
No, he's not in it.
yeah,
But
it might
then-
be, but I'm not telling
But
you.
then
nigga.
when we introduce Namor, and he brings back Killmonger, then you motherfuckers gonna see the light.
Yeah, if anything, and if he does show up, it's gonna definitely be like a post credit scene type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect him to be like a part of the film. It definitely be like, oh look, we found this thing in the water.
This nigga show. If this nigga show up in a pro credit scene, that theory gonna be crazy.
I know. They were like, oh shit, it's Michael B. Jordan.
What? I mean,
Oh,
if even if they throw that scene in there, I imagine them having like a water burial. He sinks to the bottom. Someone swims by mad fast and scoops Killmonger and it's like swoom. And then he just swooshes.
Take him back to Atlanta and be like, breathe. And
Yeah.
like,
He does some weird shit and yeah.
he's like,
He just comes alive.
yeah.
He's like, oh, you just fought Black Panther? I just fought him
But
too.
I think Ryan Coogler definitely is gonna write Michael B. Jordan because that's
Like
that's his nigga,
muse.
Yeah.
and Michael B. Jordan is too big of an actor not to be in a black ass movie like this.
Yeah, that's why they gotta stop killing the villains.
Yeah. But
Even
he
though
actually died.
even though that made sense and it was like a good ending.
So
for
did
him.
the MCU really just kill Mysterio?
I don't know.
Like, is he really like
think he's
dead like Mysterio?
Because it
was
looked like he just died.
he put the glasses on. He was like, "Is this real?"
And
He's
yeah,
like,
and it was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think he just
But
dead. And his,
it can all
and his
be in a
homeboy
little-
was
I
just
mean,
carrying on the.
It could be.
But if you used to work for Stark, I'm pretty sure you know some ins and outs of Stark tech, and you can fool like with like heart palpitations and some, I don't know.
Except he expected to win. I don't think he set up that contingency where he's gonna like, oh, if I get shot, fake my vitals. I don't think. I mean,
everything can look and feel real. You know, them punches felt real. Them fires was real.
look, you're right.
That'd be dumb if they killed.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, they killed all the fucking villains. Well, they didn't kill Vulture.
Yeah, but so early though. Like, I feel like Mysterio could have been used somewhere
Yeah.
else. I don't know. Fuck it.
Because
That's
new
just me.
Mysterio. Though. I mean, the technology still exists,
Yeah.
and the dude got the thing, so maybe he'll just give it to someone else. I don't know how many people are actually in the comic books if there's been more than one person to play the character Mysterio. So maybe there's another dude that they could have, and like, you're Mysterio 2.0, dog.
I just
Yeah.
want the multiverse to be real.
Me
Oh,
too.
I'm sure
I just
it
hope that
is.
wasn't a fake out.
I think it was a way to talk about it, but it
It was kind of like,
yeah,
psych.
it's like gotcha, but not really.
Gotcha, bitch. That's
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Like I'm almost positive they got it.
Yeah, they had no choice but that. Make that shit official.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it. Now, like I said, if you're listening to this because you met us at BlurCon, welcome. Anyone that has listened to this before BlurCon, our Find Your Geekable speed dating will be at 6:15.
That's what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, Find Your Geekable. I gotta trademark that word.
Like a lot of shit.
6:15 to 7:15 in the Arlington room on Friday. That's PM. All right,
At night.
at night. So you know things get a little nasty when
Freaks
the sun
coming
starts
out
going
at
down.
night.
So should be fun. Come have fun with us. If you do have a ticket, if you don't have a ticket, you know, come down for that day and just fuck with us.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know one person that's coming so far. But
All right.
shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that heard of BlurCon because of us, and it's coming because
One
of
person
us.
that listens?
Yeah.
Yeah, one person that
Oh,
listens. She said she
shit.
coming down.
We're gonna meet a fan in real life.
So
Yay.
For once.
we'll see what happens. But
And I apologize in person already for whatever whatever happens.
yeah, picks. What we got?
I'm gonna do what was it? Rami Youssef. His stand up is on Netflix. Oh no, excuse me. HBO. It was alright. It's pretty funny.
Romney Youssef.
Yeah, Rami
Youssef.
ROMY Youssef, I believe.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. I liked it. It was cool.
All right, Bobby. What about you?
It's on YouTube. First We Feast.
Oh, the wing eating show.
Yeah, Hot
Oh, yeah.
Ones.
Hot
That
Ones.
shit is funny. I was watching. I watched the Charlamagne one. I watched the. I
Yo,
watched
did you watch the Shaq one?
Yeah, the Shaq one was funny.
That nigga Shaq's a fool, yo.
Which was I watched the Offset one.
Upset.
You got to watch the one with Vince Staples.
The Terry Crews one was funny too. He's like,
Yeah.
ah.
Never mind.
Vince
eyes
Staples
water.
a funny nigga,
Yeah,
man.
is it? Yeah, Vince Staples is a real nigga.
He got a career in acting.
Yeah. The Gordon Ramsay one was funny too. He's like,
I ain't watched that
fucking
one
shit. What the fuck, man?
Fucking
My
shit.
ass. He was taking the lemon. He was wiping it on his ass.
Oh wow, what the hell?
Because his ass was on fire.
Damn. Was he
That shit
shitting
was
himself
funny.
while he was recording it?
Nah, he was like, all my hoes is hot.
Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All of them?
All my hoes is hot.
All of them?
This nigga was rubbing lemon on his.
I'm saying you got a lot of holes, dog. All your holes is hot? That's
That's
wild,
what he
dog.
said. He said, I was looking at it. I was like, I wouldn't mind doing it.
No, I don't want all my
Get
holes to be
fucked
hot.
up,
I don't want all my holes to be hot. I don't want no hot holes.
Yeah, that's about it.
Shout out to BlurCon.
Yeah.
My pick is the show on Netflix. The show on Netflix called Beats. I've been watching it. Haven't got through the whole thing yet, but it's pretty good. I like it.
It's that movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant to watch that.
I got to get through this whole shit. So, I'm like halfway through it, but pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, they splattered this nigga. This joint.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Dude."
That's what happens sometimes.
I mean, Chicago, nigga.
Oh, but is that it, man?
I believe so.
Yeah. We apologize.
Profusely.
For Bobby. in his story with the
clink, clink. Tink, tink.
Look at the clack. Nah, I really did do that. It kind of freaked me out.
But you did it. How the fuck it freak you out and you did it?
Because
I mean, he didn't know it was gonna happen.
I know, right? I was just
he knew, like he looked like, oh yeah, her legs is definitely gonna click. Like how he knew?
Yo, what's that thing that be at the fucking car places where they be waving and shit?
The inflatable, wacky inflatable float, whatever float guy.
What was that dog from Family Guy? You remember when Herbert had the dog? He's crawling.
Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't Family.
It was Family Guy. The
dog. That was American. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the dog.
I thought you were talking about the dog from American Dad when he died and he like put him back together with all the parts and it was like fucked up. I think he's talking about that dog. The Herbert's dog. Jesse, I think his dog's name was Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
When I tell you y'all ain't shit.
Why?
Oh, a revelation, right?
Oh shit.
Fuck.
After this Mo and Marshall thing, I gotta stop being formal with these interviews.
What you mean?
Because I felt the energy. I was like, yo, if I say a joke, I know she get it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Is that it? Yo, stop. Stop. Hey, yo, Ninja Vanish. We out of here.